What's up, brother?
What's that?
What's up, brother? You don't know?
I don't know what that is. No.
I don't know why I saw it. It's like a trending thing on TikTok of like a wee American guy, a wee nerd who streams himself playing games.
All right.
And he just does that.
That's his bit.
What's up, brother? And like, they do a thing where all the NFL teams, when they go into training in the morning,
Yeah.
have you ever seen they'll ask them like a daily question while the players are like walking into the training facility?
You watch too much TikTok as well.
I know.
I've
Not
established
anymore,
from
not
this.
anymore.
No, you still do.
Not anymore.
No, what's starting now?
Starting I've been off it for about a week. I am.
The first thing you
A
showed me when you
microdosing.
came in here was a TikTok video.
Of the guy. But that's me for the day.
Microdosing TikTok.
That was the guy who
Yeah.
was the guy I showed you who took a wine every mile for the marathon. He's fucked at the end of it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the marathon in a second.
Nah,
but,
I don't want to really bring it up.
And I'll take your glasses off.
Sorry.
They're half on.
Oh, sorry.
We're live until 1 o'clock today. It's a public live stream podcast. You can interact. You can ask questions. You don't need a jail.
What?
You don't need a jail.
I need energy.
But you haven't ran.
Hmm?
You haven't ran today. You shouldn't be having that.
Sorry.
It's really hard to watch.
Do you mind?
I do mind
Why?
because it's obnoxious. I don't think you need it. You're not running today.
No, you always got to be ready though.
But why are you? Yeah, but on the days you're running,
What?
I made this valid point to you.
What?
There's people who climb. I sent you a picture of two guys climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, and they wore less gear than you do to run around the Falls Park. That hardest geezer guy.
Isn't it?
Fuck, it feels really obnoxious. I don't. Why do you need this?
I
This can't be good for you. What are the ingredients? Oh my god,
What?
the ingredients.
Are good.
Are they?
I don't know. It says energy.
Glucose syrup, water, maltodextrin, fruit juice concentrate, acidity regulators, preservatives, sea salt, natural flavouring. Oh, that's good. Vitamin B6. What the fuck's
Hey
vitamin
man,
B6?
I'm feeling weak.
Yeah, okay, he needs it.
Hurry up. You gonna baby bird it into me?
I got you.
Oh, that's lovely. That's orange.
Yep.
Love that. July 12th. Anyway, good to see you.
Anyway, there's a wee American streamer guy who says, "What's up, brother?" And they
Oh, we're back.
they asked all the NFL. They went the next morning after that went viral. They went in and did it to all the NFL players, and I'd say 9 out of 10 of them knew it. And this guy, I don't know what he does. I don't know. Fuck's that?
Are we live?
Yeah.
All right.
People can ask questions. They can interact. They can do whatever. We'll take a short break at 12 o'clock to do a pee. You'll
Yeah.
definitely need it because you're a camel.
Just I have a lot of, but there's a lot of dense. I have a dense. What holds piss? Kidneys.
You still getting abuse when you go out running? Yeah. Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
It hasn't, like people haven't.
Hasn't tapered off.
No, it hasn't tapered
Yeah,
off.
yeah. It's gotten worse.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
and the messages keep coming in as well.
Like
going,
what?
I seen you there. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you want me to reply back to that?
And
How
have
do
you,
want-
like, because you said you became quite paranoid about your running gait. So I wonder, have you like worked on that, or have you changed it, or
No, it's just stayed mostly the same. People's I run,
how do you describe it? Your running
like
gait.
Donny Zuko from the track team in Greece, and that's how other people have described me as well. And it is what it is.
So it looks like you're playing an actor who's running.
yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a Scientologist running away from my wife and kids.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah, that's John.
Do you? That's another thing I watch on TikTok when they try and get the Scientologist to leave.
What do you mean? People trying to?
There's a guy who's like a sole account, and it seems like his sole purpose in life is to try and talk this in LA, the Scientology Center. They stand out on the street and be like, it'd be like us trying to get you an Edinburgh Fringe show. They're flyering you, being like, "Come on in here for a show," and then they try and obviously like get you into it. But there's one guy, he's like a young, good-looking guy, and they know his first name. And this guy every day is out there being like, "Come, like, remember your life before this. You're better than this. You don't need this." And he tries to get a reaction out of the guy, and it's like an ongoing drama. Huge saga.
You'll not convert.
You would so easily get into Scientology. you'd be in LA, you'd touch down in LAX, 3 minutes, you'd be a Scientologist.
Did you hear about Tom Cruise at Victoria Beckham's birthday party last week?
No.
Look this up on Twitter. Apparently Tom
Why
Cruise.
haven't I heard anything about this?
I don't know.
I was at the party.
It should be on TikTok, yeah. The Tom Cruise
Walked in and
showed...
said, "What's up, brother?"
Tom Cruise showed up to Victoria Beckham's 50th birthday party. Started breakdancing. Keep in mind he's 61. started breakdancing. Finished in a splits,
Right.
and then just got up, and that's a news story.
I mean, the Oprah thing when he was like bouncing about on the couch and stuff. See, at the time I was like, he's just he's in love, he's happy.
Right.
I look back on that and go, he's not right in the head. Like when you at 61, when you walk in even like good break dancers make me feel awkward. I did a TV show called NI Trending or Trending NI or something.
Sounds good.
It was
The original TikTok.
and it was me and Jamie. That's how I met Jamie Lee O'Donnell. So we were like the guests on it.
Okay.
And we were in this it was shot in the flat, so we were just like in this room that was doubling up as a green room, and no one really knew what was happening. And there's this guy, maybe talked about him on the podcast before, and he's wearing like an old school Adidas tracksuit. It wasn't Kieran. And
Whoa.
this guy's bouncing about. This guy's about 50, right? And he's like bouncing about high energy and all. And I was like, he's obviously friends with someone on the production team, and he's just really excited being at a TV show. And he said like, I'm going on about half an hour here. And I went, sorry man, I had no idea. Like, what do you do? And he goes, champion breakdancer. And I went, right. And you're just going to talk about that? He goes, no, I'm going to breakdance. It was in an apartment, and then the set was like 5 times smaller than this room.
Right.
See, when he started breakdancing, at one point he made eye contact with me. I just couldn't. I ducked my... Dave recorded me on that show. Just zoomed in on me when people are talking and doing stuff.
Was he a good breakdancer?
It doesn't matter. What's good and what's not. When you know, if you can do a spin in your head, to me you're good. You know, I can't differentiate.
Yeah.
For all I know, he's the best breakdancer in the world or the worst breakdancer in the world. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I do remember everyone tried it when I was in P7.
Oh yeah. There was
Run DMC versus Jason Nevis. It's like that.
Yeah.
That was the way you tried.
Yeah. No, I never got big into it. Now I used to be able to do a baby freeze. That was a breakdancing move.
I never really got into breakdance. I could do a baby freeze, no problem.
No, I learned that from when I was in the Queen's University dance team, though. You remember? I did that. It was.
So what's a baby freeze?
It's where you like put your elbow in here and the hand out here, and then you basically like tip so that your legs are up in the air.
Can you still do it?
Probably not. I'll attempt it if you want, but
Do it at the end of the pod?
yeah, do it at the end of the pod, and sure I'll injure myself for the marathon.
So the Queen's dance team, how many people were in that?
Probably about 20.
Many guys?
One.
Serious? I love that.
No, there was another guy that came in later.
Oh, you guys must have hated each other.
Oh yeah.
The sass flying about that room. Oh, here he is.
Yeah. Well, at the house party, it was always me and him kissing, just out of rage. But yeah, Queen's University dance team.
Shout out. Yeah, I also want to say about your running gear. I also sent you pictures of that hardest geezer guy, Russ Cook, who ran across Africa and wears less gear than you.
No, now you need to realise that I am functional right now.
So what all will you, when you do the marathon on the 5th of May?
Yep.
What will Aaron Butler have on his person?
This.
That's your outfit?
This. Apart from, I'm not going to have this because weight. Too much weight goes into this. But everything but this.
You always have nondescript sports gear. Nondescript.
You mean unbranded?
Unbranded.
Because we're all not brand whores like you, Shane. We all don't. Oh, I need a Carhartt fucking, you know.
What brands am I wearing right now?
Well, then why are you calling me out for not wearing brands?
It's not that I'm calling you out. It's that I think you think that if you don't wear any brands and you do the marathon,
yeah,
you're leaving yourself open for sports brands to compete for you. I think you're thinking if you wear Adidas, the people like Nike will be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I think you think you're coming out of this with like a 4-figure field deal.
Yeah, PDC darts t-shirts.
What shoes you going with there, Big Shooter?
These are Brooks glycerin shoes. So there you go. They're a brand, you know. The rest of it's from Primark. These are from Primark. This is from Primark.
So that could be the deal.
If Primark want to sponsor me, no problem at all. I'm not.
But I thought you'd wear something funky doing the marathon. You know, I thought we'd see something. But you're taking
define funky. Some people run it in like
vest. I could see you in a vest. At the least, I could see you in a vest.
How's a vest funky?
I don't know. I could see you in like a pink vest or like a neon,
neon,
like
glow in the dark,
some jazzy.
Yeah. No,
because this feels like Aaron Butler dressed down. Aaron Butler's a man who dresses up. Hold on, why are you like define funky? I put a photo of you up on your birthday. You were in a leopard print tracksuit on Hollywood High Street.
That's not what I'm running in a marathon.
People think you're a big cheetah or a leopard. It's leopard print.
I was going to say I'm running it officially. I'm not cheating. Yeah, that's terrible. More gels.
Dan, hit us with a question there, please, brother.
Apparently, it's Sketch who asks that or says that on TikTok.
That's what he's called.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Little Shopper wants to know, is there a Patreon pre-sale for the Waterfront show?
There is tomorrow. So we're doing Waterfront Hall, 29th of November.
Wow.
Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m, but there is a Patreon pre-sale link Wednesday 10 a.m.
There you go.
Correct.
What a beautiful
Aaron
poster.
Butler made that beautiful poster.
Unreal.
I didn't know you made that.
Did you?
No.
Yeah, talent knows no.
I didn't know it until you shared it, and my posting went poster by Aaron Butler, which I think was a dig. You know, I think you were letting me know. I think you were letting me know. Yeah, I think like you treated me like the other guy, the other male guy joining that dance team. Poster by Aaron Butler. Who did the poster?
It's your podcast. You should be in the know on all this stuff, on who's doing the poster.
You'd be surprised at how little I am in the know. What's Aaron Butler going to do after the marathon?
Oh, die probably.
No, but are you going to get like a big feed?
Yeah.
This is what I enjoy.
Yeah.
When people do marathons, or like when The Rock is doing a movie and he's cutting for it. Then after he goes, it's cheat day. It's time to get the food in.
Too many TikToks.
TikTok. I'm on The Rock's TikTok waiting for it.
I get a lot of TikToks of animals with their dicks out. Do you get that? Can I show you an example of one?
Yeah.
By the way, I see this comes up on my FYP.
Is this animals you wouldn't necessarily know have dicks? You know what I mean?
No, it's animals that you're like, oh, I know.
Can you give us an example of an animal that you wouldn't know has a dick?
Badger.
Weirdly, he's red.
Badger.
I hate
Squirrel. Turn it. Okay.
That's why is that coming up on my feed? But isn't that funny? He's playing sad music. He can't keep his wee eye off it.
But like chimps, I can imagine chimps having wee dicks. I didn't know the dogs had what you would call like external dicks.
That's just dogs.
I don't want to say that.
All right,
It's
okay.
got weird.
It's not weird.
I'm okay seeing like an animal you wouldn't like a wee sloth going. What about that? But like,
Why? That's weirder that you're okay seeing sloths with their dicks out, but you see a dog and go, eh.
no, I'm not. But like, I know what a dog's dick looks like.
But you're not seeing it
But I
there.
didn't know what a dog's dick looked like until my mum got a dog, and I don't know anything about dogs. One day, dog was lying on its back. I'm rubbing its belly, right? And I did you know I used to be scared of dogs? No,
I did, yeah.
had that ever come around our friendship?
Yeah, I think we were
You
around
knew
a
I
dog
was always
one
scared of
time.
dogs.
Yeah.
Well, this is Shih Tzu, and this got me like into dogs, where I'm like, I'm okay, I'm not scared of dogs now. And one day, wee Bailey, I'm rubbing his chest, and he's loving it. And then I'm having a conversation with someone across the room, and he must have like maneuvered himself
Yeah. He like shimmied himself up a wee bit.
to the point where I did that for a split second, looked around, and I was like, oh, someone's dropped a red lipstick on him. I said, I genuinely said,
And you start using it.
what's that? Come here, you. I said, what's that? And then it was explained to me. The dog's dick because I'd heard that lipstick thing, but I didn't know that it comes out like a wee red tube.
Leanne McCooey, who used to run the gig down in Newry, brought her dog to it, and there was one time she was pet, and the dog, this dog went from like no dick to having the biggest dick I've ever seen. Like it had a huge.
No,
dick.
dogs don't have big dicks, no.
This dog did. This dick
You
dog.
alright, brother?
No,
You
I'm
getting
not.
a bit flustered?
You shouldn't have 3 of these.
Obviously, like horses' dicks are like the main dicks.
Is there no whales? Whales have some dicks on them. Big
All right, Fosty, relax. First time this guy's spoken a podcast
That's
in
him,
4
the
years.
human whale over there.
The
Moby
man
Foster.
whale. Fosty's going to finish the marathon 18 minutes after his dick. His time should be cut in half, to be fair.
Is that the whale's dick?
That's a whale dick. Also, who is this cock in the picture?
Oh, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's mad that he's just holding it like a big carrot.
Yeah. You're like, you can tell in his face, he's like, get this over with so I can get this home. Gonna jump out the top floor window on it.
Oh, so there you go.
Looks like a big turnip.
Does. It's stinking looking, really.
Dan, hit us with a question there, please.
Mart wants to know, will you ever do a sequel to Belfast Blues?
Oh, jeez. I mean,
I feel like we would be doing the people a disservice if we didn't.
yeah. We need to do a one-off special where it's like 10, 15 minutes long and we just make it one big long episode. And, but yeah, I think eventually it needs to come back. It needs to be me and you have been like retired from the force for years.
Yeah.
And something has to bring us back into the force.
Do you know what it starts with? Me and you in Hawaiian shirts, sitting on a beach house, sipping cocktails, and like, this is the life partner.
Yeah. It's a good thing Belfast no longer has any crime. And,
Then all of a sudden, that must be our food. Yeah, and it's Fraser who played DCI Paul Finger as a Deliveroo man.
yeah,
That'd be great.
And the apocalypse siren goes off where it's like,
Oh, that'd be
that was
great.
a great noise. Am I Michael Winslow? That was class.
Yeah. That'd
Yeah.
be great. I think we will do something.
Well, it's just, we're busy at the minute. Our schedules are, how
You're running everywhere.
I'm running. That finishes soon though.
What's your next project going to be? You've thrown yourself into this marathon thing. What are you going to do next? Are you going to keep up running?
I'll do what I'll call medal collectors. So I'll just do 10Ks, half marathons, just to get the wee medal at the end. But
Nice.
that's it.
I think you meant like a stolen valor kind of way.
Who's stolen valor?
I watch this on TikTok. It's like
Of course you did.
guys who pretend to be. Have you never seen this?
No.
Oh my! I swear I shouldn't tell you about this because this is a world you will get into and never get out.
Oh no.
It's addictive. Watch. Anyone in this room seen it? Stolen valor. So it's, like veterans in America wear their
I
army
really
gear
like this.
around.
Yeah.
So they'll like go to the supermarket in their
Purple
gear,
hearts and all.
and everywhere does basically like a military discount.
Right.
So this is like a page or multiple pages of people who go up and expose people who have just bought a uniform and learnt almost like a script.
Oh, that's
and they're literally in their face being like, it's like pedo hunters. It's like they go up and they're like, challenging them and everything.
Yeah.
And when the camera goes on that person, you can tell some of them have like learnt everything.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
where did you serve? When did you serve?
Uh-huh.
And they'll always catch him out on one tiny detail.
What's the usual detail they'll catch him out
The
on?
detail will be like, where were you sent to or something?
Right.
And he'll be like Basra, and he'll go,
Right.
whereabouts exactly? Here, what was your mission out there? And the honestly, like one tiny thing will make it all fall down.
Keep asking.
And by the way,
questions.
these guys are like, and the people who get caught doing stolen valor, like people want to fucking kill them and stuff because America
yeah.
obviously,
Passionate.
but they're doing this for like 50 cents off
That's what I was going to say.
a jambon.
You don't get much like.
You're getting
Yeah.
you're getting $1 off in Pizza Hut, and this guy's fully head to toe in the military gear. I think some guys invited on themselves because some of them just have like a couple of wee medals. But you'll get a guy who's like our age with everything. He's got like World War II 12 Purple Hearts. Yeah, he's like the most highly decorated World War II veteran ever. He's 32 years old. It's hilarious, but like the people that call it, you're like, oh my god, how tragic that you would pretend to be this.
Yeah.
But then the people who run those accounts are also quite sad themselves. you know,
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
spend their lives like. And then there's cases of like, they find someone they think's done stolen valor,
But he's actually a legit.
but he's actually yeah.
Oh, that's sadder.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Poor guy's just trying.
There was a
to...
guy getting discount on petrol at a petrol station.
Okay.
And they were like, "You're a piece of shit" and all this kind of thing. And he's like, "No, I literally like,
Yeah.
I'm on my way home from army."
Great use of English there. Yeah.
Would you have ever joined the army?
Nah, because here's the thing, I would have joined. I would have joined with the idea in my head that I'm gonna be like fucking firing guns.
G.I. Joe.
I'm gonna be grenades. Like I'm gonna be trained up. I would be just
Scared and sad.
no. I'd be the wee fuck toy of the army.
You'd be the fuck toy of the army.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Well, it would be if I joined.
Yeah. But would you
I'd get passed about like a
Say-
bong at the Holy Lands. I'd
say
get
World
passed
War
about.
III kicks off
When?
next week
Yeah.
and they go conscription,
I'm 35 now. I can't get conscripted.
but you're the marathon man. They'll see your social media with all you and all that gear on. They'll go take an energy gel and go over the top. Why is 35 the cutoff? Was that the cutoff for conscription? Surely not.
I think it is. Yeah, Google it.
Was it like 18 to 35?
Think it is. Shout out.
Club 18 to 35. Where are we going? Ibiza? They're like, no. Moscow.
Oh, shout out to BTS who are doing their service right now. Still in the thick of
How
it.
funny do we find that K-pop band BTS are currently doing military service?
Yeah.
Oh my mama, oh my mama. You're like, we shh. Yeah.
It's like dynamite. It's like, no, literally, dynamite.
That's good.
Yeah.
Dan, question please?
Niche.
Or
Just
something to
conscription for World War One was 18 to 41, but exempted the medically unfit, clergymen, teachers,
Hello!
and certain classes of industrial worker.
What about Crohn's?
Didn't exist back then.
Oh, you would have just had to
Oh,
go.
it must have, but it must have been a different name. Or they didn't have a name
They
for it.
didn't, they didn't believe you.
They called you weak guts. Here he is, weak guts.
It's old stomach shits.
You're exempt,
Yeah.
weak guts.
So, but what's modern day, Dan?
41.
Well, we don't.
Oh, do we
there
not
isn't
know?
conscription modern.
But you know what?
But in other
They're-
countries, no.
They're bumping the age up of stuff all the time. Like retirement age goes up all the time. So I think 41 in World War One must have been like, all right, boys. You know, like
Yeah,
real old guys.
yeah, yeah,
Because life
yeah.
expectancy was probably 50. So like nowadays, it'd probably be like my dad probably going to war. 74.
Yeah, I'd love to see your damn war.
My dad going up to Russians on the front line. Punch my
Deck out,
stomach.
yeah.
Punch my stomach. My dad literally. People know this. My dad, his thing is to get people to punch him in the stomach.
Yeah, it
But
is.
you should be offended if he's never asked you to punch you in the stomach
Yeah.
because that means he doesn't think you're hard. My dad, the last time he met Tommy McCarthy, was like, Tommy, do me a favour. Tommy's like, what? Punch me in the stomach. And Tommy wouldn't do it. Most people do it. And because I've been doing the boxing training recently, my dad goes, last time he was up the house last week, he goes, fire on the gloves when the kids go to bed. And I went, oh, do you want to do like a pad session? What do you want to do? You want to do a session or something? He's like, nah, give me your best. I was like, I can't. And then he goes, listen, if bigger fellas than you have hit me, I'm like, because I'm saying the sentence, I don't want to be responsible for your death.
Yeah.
And that's not me going, I think I'm more powerful than anyone who's ever punched you.
No.
That's me going, what if at the last minute, when you're like tensing, you like forget and you take a breath, and that's when I punch. Like, I'll murder my own dad.
But at least if you did do that, he would fully respect you because you hit him as hard as you could. I think he'd be alright with it.
Yeah, but I'd be at his funeral.
I think
Everyone
you're
would be
doing
like,
him a disservice by holding back.
You think so?
I think I think he doesn't respect you as much for doing that.
Being serious, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this, and let me get people's opinion on this.
Yeah.
My dad, hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
Next week, my dad's up at the house.
Your dad. Look.
My dad goes,
Yeah.
get the boxing gloves on. Mm-hmm. Now I've got the 16 ounces, but then I've also got 5 ounce like MMA, like training gloves.
Yeah.
Just fire them on.
Yeah.
I line up a big body shot. Boom. At the moment of impact, my dad took a breath by mistake, and I punched him, and I've winded him that badly that he can't breathe, and he's died. Do I get done for murder?
Yes.
Not murder, manslaughter.
Aye, that one. You'll get done. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
looking,
just get a
I'm
free
looking at
pass.
7 years.
It would be involuntary manslaughter, 7 years, yeah, something like
7 years, something like that.
that. Something like that. We interview with
You might get out after 7, probably 10 to 15, and good behaviour, you'll be out after
But
7.
what if he said, but I've got him saying, he's got a history of saying,
But then,
punch me. I could bring forward 500 witnesses to go, he asked people to punch him.
but then you've aided him in his own death.
He's not asking you to kill him.
Or is he? Or is he?
Is
This all cry
this a
for
big
help?
ruse? Yeah.
Is this all a way to save money instead of going to Switzerland?
He's not
Does he
even
think it's
tensing?
cheaper to get strangers to punch him in the
Big
stomach?
bloated belly on him. He's like,
His last words.
I'm tensing.
Thank you. He can't be fucked with a flight.
You hit like a pussy. Dead.
I'd hate that.
Yeah, no, I hope he's...
I killed a guy. Who was it? My dad.
The 73.
What happened? Just fall out or something? No, he asked me to punch him in the
Yeah,
stomach.
is it a pride thing with him? He just thinks I can take a shot.
1000%.
Okay. When does that
I
stop?
think it's
though? It
because
has to
he's
stop
small
at some
too.
point.
Because he's small too.
When's the last time someone's hit him?
This year.
Yeah.
This year. And he will only go up to the biggest guy. He was in Bushmills Inn with his mate Ivan, and there was a wedding on, and they were just there for dinner, and there was a wedding on, and the groom is like a 6'6" rugby playing guy, not from here, from England or something. And my dad sent me a video of this groom at like 10 p.m. in the foyer of the Bushmills Hotel, whacking my dad in the stomach. My dad, 3 months later, met up with them in Dublin for lunch. The couple.
It's a great way to make new friends.
That's his life.
What do you not have to have a point? Do you not have responsibility as a son, being the age you are, to sit him down and go?
That would
We need to
only
stop this.
make him want to do it more.
Double down.
See if I go, you're getting too old for this.
He'll
He
enter
goes
a white
straight-
collar.
100%. 100%. I think it's because he's small. You want to prove how strong you are. Strong and getting older as well. But he's always done stuff. I guess I told the story where my dad lifted the back of the car, had my
know.
Uncle Mickey reverse it and put his foot down.
I know. I just think there has to be an age where we'll have to have an intervention with him at some point. Nah,
I don't think so.
we can't.
I don't think so. He say about 4 years ago, he challenged me to a 100-meter sprint run race.
I remember he used to challenge you to wrestling matches out the back garden. I
Yeah,
remember
and
you
I
filmed him and
beat
you
the
showed
shit
him.
out
You
of him.
showed him.
Yeah, you just watch a video of me beating up my dad.
It was so funny.
My dad, it was during the summer, it was about 6-7 years ago. And my dad goes, I want to fight you in the garden. And I was like, no. And he goes, just like wrestling. So it was going to be like UFC type rules, but no striking.
Yeah.
And I was like, right. And he was probably, 68 at this point. And I'd be like, I've got like, I think my dad's like 5'5", right? And I was like, you don't want to do this. And he's like, you don't think you're hard? I was like, I don't. It's just you're so old. And he's like, right. And then you've seen the video.
Yeah, because he's in a wee cycling singlet.
Should I post this? I'll put up this video. We what do you call that? What do you call when you engage
Lock
and
up.
like we lock up, right? I just like lift one of his old arms and like you worry that like you could just pull the arm off like a chicken, like pulling a drumstick off a chicken. So I like pull his arm and obviously like dust comes out. I just pull his arm slightly and then like just from watching UFC, I just like throw him over. What would you call that move? Like a hip toss?
Yeah.
I was
Judo
like-
throw.
Hip toss him
Yeah.
and then just mount him.
Yeah.
And then straight away he's like, oh, okay, yeah. We do best of 3.
Yeah, you want to go again?
And then the next one I tried you've seen the video, I tried to do like something fancy. And then he gets I think he's got like my shoulder in between his legs, right? For a split second. But I have my hand in there and I'm just about to pull his legs and he goes, he pushes me off and he goes 1-all. I was like, it's not 1-all. I said the rule is like you got to tap out, and he goes 1-all. And then at the end, I got him in like is it a guillotine or a triangle hold? So
You got his head under here.
I've got his head under here and my legs wrapped around him, and we were in that position for about 17-18 minutes.
And your dad could have got out easy. He just wanted to stay there.
No, he's literally like, he did this weird thing where he like, he almost like zoned out, right? He wasn't like, I wasn't putting any pressure really on him, but he like zoned out to conserve, like an animal would do, like conserved his energy. He like, he powered down, and then after about 12 minutes, he's like, I could hear him like talking to himself. He's like, here we go. But he just couldn't move.
Hyping himself up to get out.
And then eventually he was like, okay, that's it.
Oh, I think you should have
What's his
rematch.
What's his reaction when you win in something like that?
Oh, not having it at all. Not having
Says
it.
you cheated and all, bet you.
Yes.
That's what my
Not
dad does
having
when
it
I
at
win
all.
anything.
Not having it.
My dad goes, should I let you win?
Yeah. Now, one man I wouldn't fight in the garden, he's your dad.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah.
You're not taking on Big Joe. We could all take on Big Joe.
He's a unit, yeah.
He's not tapping.
He's tall, he's thick.
Joe'd
like-
rather die than tap. Like,
Now, the only thing is, he's getting less mobile these days because he isn't doing any yoga or any
so we
stretching or
push him
whatever.
over from a distance.
Like, if you're a wee bit fast and you, like, see if he gets a hold of you, like.
Yeah.
It's you're in for a bad day, like,
Yeah.
yeah. But he can't bend over that well.
Not what I've heard. Can we get another question, please?
He's more on his front now these days.
MMK says Butler looks like a summer scheme climbing wall instructor.
Yeah. And he's always trying to like get everyone to go on a night out, and they're like, oh, it's all good.
That's such a good shout. Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
you do like a summer scheme. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're not getting paid for it. You just
No.
love it.
No,
You
no.
love the climbing wall.
Yeah. It's voluntary sort of thing.
You're like a
Yeah.
scout leader.
Oh,
You're a scout leader.
I was never in scouts.
Were you not? All right, Jerry Adams.
I think Catholics have scouts. Do we?
BB.
Boys Brigade? No, I think it's all. I don't think the. Is there? What's ours called? We have a. Must have a name.
Scout.
Scouts.
Were you a
out.
scout?
There was beaver and scouts when I was a kid, yeah.
Right.
Nah, I never joined any of those wee paramilitary youth.
I quite enjoyed the scouts, although we went away on a scout camp once, and I brought a book, and it was Dawsons Creek book,
No, hold on a second.
and
was this a book?
no, it was a. So you know what they would do? They used to do. I'm sure they still do. There was like a TV show drama like that, like a kids one. They looked at any way to like make money on merch.
Yeah.
So they would write books about the characters,
Right.
like a story. Like I'm sure like Power Rangers would have
Power
done it.
Rangers have comic books, yeah.
Right, so but Dawson's Creek had like books.
Like
So
a
say,
novel.
Say like Sweet Valley High.
Okay.
All those shows that Saved by the Bell.
Yep.
They would have got a writer to write a lazy. They go away on a
you.
summer trip. They
Get
go on
you.
a holiday. Something like that.
Right. I thought it was a book already based on an episode you'd watched.
No. Right, so I'm sitting on like the Sunday morning, like the last
What
morning,
age are you at this point?
10, 11.
Why is it 10, 11? You're reading Dawson's Creek.
I know. Sunday morning, I unzipped the tent early, right? Hear the bird chorus.
Yeah.
And I sit at the edge of my tent, getting in that. I think we were in Delamont Park.
Oh, yeah, we went there before with
Cracking
school.
spot.
Yeah. It's closed down now, isn't it?
No. So I'm sitting reading that
Okay.
and reading the book, and I'm loving it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe a wee cup of tea I've made myself.
A 10 or 11?
Oh, I've been drinking tea since. I'll tell you about this after.
Okay.
A scout leader, who's like a younger guy like you, walked
Yeah,
past
younger
doing like
guy
his
like
morning
me.
rounds
Yeah.
and just went, Shane. I was like, yeah. He went, put it away. I'll never forget it. He was giving me a heads up. He's like,
yeah.
don't wait until people get up and see this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the other example I had of that was my first day of first year in school.
Right.
I 3-button blazer. I buttoned all 3 buttons, and a lady who worked in the school, but doing like admin or worked in the office, went up to me, didn't say anything, and undid the top and bottom button and left the middle in and went, "That's what you wear."
Those two people saved your life.
They saved
I
my
just wanted
life.
you to know
They
that.
shaped me as a person.
Yeah.
I've been drinking tea. My granny used to take 3 sugars in her tea at least.
I would be like,
Would you if you did that?
if I drunk tea, yeah, but I don't drink tea.
And
Sweet
and
tea.
she would leave me a bit of her. This was the thing, leave me a bit of her tea,
And it was the sweetest bit.
and it was always cold, but it was sweet, so it was like sweet water.
Like a wee, yeah.
And I drank tea. I've been drinking. I don't care. I don't mind saying this. I've been drinking tea since I was about 5 or 6,
Okay. That's, yeah,
but with sugar.
it's an issue. You don't sugar anymore. No, you've
didn't.
winged off it.
My dad used to bring Canderel around. Do you remember Canderel with dispensers?
No.
Sweetener.
No.
So Canderel was this thing in like the late 90s. I feel like everybody went like, don't have sugar, just have Canderel.
Oh, is that it there?
So it's a sweetener, but it was like a powder they kind of made like sugar. See that? That's my youth, mate. See that Canderel thing there? I can picture that being in our house.
Strawberry.
So my dad went off sugar in his tea and used to have Canderel, but you could get a wee travel Canderel dispenser, like a Tic Tac thing, and you pump out and one drops out. And my dad used to carry individual wee Canderels, so we'd be out for lunch, and my dad would just. He probably look like Cosby behind it. Just drop it in.
The when you were talking about in school there, what age or what year do you remember switching from little Y fronts to boxers? Because I can tell you, I can remember when.
You tell me yours.
I was in P7,
right?
And I had just joined the Gaelic team as an athlete, and
the rule is you have to wear.
Well, that's when I first started getting changed.
Bring your own water. Don't wear Y fronts.
That's when I started getting changed with other boys. And I had been Y front all the way up into this guy. Like I'd been on the whiteys, and then I started getting changed to the boys, and got rinsed. Got made
Oh,
fun
so
of.
you got roasted, and the embarrassment made you get that?
I straight home to mum. I was like, I need boxers now. I'm thinking about the age, and she's like, "You're 10." I'm like, nah, but I think it's time we get. And she bought me, fair play to her, she bought me 2 pairs of boxers, but they were like the big, wide, crusty, like starchy type boxers.
Yes.
But I would walk about when I was getting changed like big dick.
Yes.
Just like, look at them now, lads. You know.
I loved Ys, and now I wouldn't rule out going back to Y fronts now. I think Y
What's
fronts
stopping you?
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going on holiday in a couple of weeks, and I genuinely would consider a pair of like somewhere in between speedos and shorts.
So that's like a boxer brief.
A short swimming pant.
You wore the pink speedo on your stag.
On my stag, right? The boys were really good about not. I didn't want everyone wearing like these T-shirts with nicknames on them. I'm like, you know what? Let's have a nice holiday with a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But we don't need to humiliate. I didn't want humiliation for me or anyone else, because I was like, that would, people who like have to go about in. Paddy Barnes, I still remember seeing Paddy Barnes' Twitter, and he was put in like full leather gimp gear the whole day, walking through the airport and all. As funny as I find looking at that on someone's thing, that would ruin my whole trip.
Oh yeah.
That would ruin my whole trip.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So, on the first day, full day of my stag in Magaluf, Stevie and John, my best men, were like, "We've got something you gotta wear," and everyone's like giggling now because everyone had seen them, and they're like, "Go and change into these," and they were bright pink, tight Y fronts, and I was like, raging. I was delighted. I was fucking delighted because I couldn't have worn those myself. I couldn't be like, I brought these. But they did that for me. I was I appreciate this. And they were like, you've got to walk down to the strip and the beach like that. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So
it's like
the
third day, and they're like, you can take them off now, and you're like,
do you remember we went on a pedalo? Me, you, Dave, and Lance, and your Dave took a video because we put.
I took the video.
We put music on the phone, and it was George Michael. What was the song?
Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper, and I'm standing on the pedal in those Ys, like legs spread, and I do a mime saxophone, and then dive into the water, and I put that on Instagram, and they took it down for nudity, and I was like, but I'm still wearing Y fronts. Look back at the video, as everyone in the comment pointed out, but you can still see your full dick and balls. So I was like, that's on me. That's fair. I love that.
Oh, good memories.
Mark wants to know, any chance of a comedian's charity football match after the boxing?
Yeah,
I'd say so. Yeah, we've been talking about that for years, haven't we?
Like, I think we could do it a load of different ways. A North v South again, like we did that.
That was good.
Probably 12 years ago.
Yeah, that was
brilliant.
Yeah.
It's hard to coordinate, but I think we definitely could. But I'd love to do it right. If we're doing it, I'd love to do it right. Did have the idea, talked about it on a pod before, about Tea With Me versus Have a Word. Because you can book like a English like low Premier League or top championship ground for like $1,500.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that how brilliant would that look?
Yeah.
But then you can't bring fans into it because that costs so much money then for shirts and insurance.
That's where it is.
So you go,
Okay.
do we do it at like a council pitch and do like maybe a North East South? Or remember we did Dungannon Swift's ground? It was brilliant.
I was going to say, just do it in a place where people can go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
if it is
yeah,
like
yeah.
a Dungannon Swift's ground.
Or the Oval. Somewhere in Belfast, Solitude was great.
Yeah. Just somewhere.
I would love to. What do people think we should do? Do we do Northern Ireland comedians v Southern Ireland comedians?
Yeah.
Do we take on another podcast? I think that would be difficult if we played Have a Word in England.
Yeah.
We're having to get like 15 people minimum over there
Yeah.
and back and maybe put up for the night, or they'd have to come over here. But if we're doing a North East South, it might be way easier.
North East South's way easier. Way more doable, I'd say.
You know where we could do it? Newry City Showgrounds, and then it's easier for them travel wise.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I like it. I think so. Be a good shout.
Couple of people asking, has anyone watched Baby Reindeer?
So I've heard about this, but I haven't watched it. Have you watched it?
No, but for anyone who doesn't know, it's on Netflix, and it is about a comedian called Richard Gadd who had a stalking hell, and it's a drama about the real life story of that. He plays himself in it. I did a gig with him, and this is the trending show. I did a gig with him. It was Chorl's Student Comedy Awards about 15 years ago,
That's
I'd say.
a throwback, yeah.
In Glasgow, and always kind of, I think we're like friends on Facebook or something. I don't know him at all, but I've always kept an eye on what he's up to because he went a different way. He did do stand up, but then he sort of transitioned into like theatre, stage, acting type stuff.
Vaudeville type.
Not vaudeville, burlesque. But a very like clearly a very creative guy.
Yeah.
And I always find that really interesting. And you'd hear, I remember he did an Edinburgh Fringe show a good few years ago that was like critically acclaimed and all that kind of stuff. But he had a stalker,
Yeah.
and that's what this is about. And I've seen clips of it, and
I do wanna watch it.
I will watch it because
Yeah.
it's a show. I think when you watch one episode, you need to watch the next.
Yeah,
So I want
yeah.
to set aside some time,
Yeah.
and we'll properly watch it. But freaky, definitely. And you think about if you're in that situation, how can you just shut it down?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's tough, isn't it? Like.
it's a terrifying thing because I think in what I've seen from it, he was working in a bar, so this lady would come into the bar all the time. So he's sort of stuck there. He can't just tell her.
Yeah,
to leave.
and look, like, it is quite easy just to find people with social media. Like, you know, your list of gigs where you're flipping, you know, whoever it is, they're like, oh, look, he's in Armagh this day, he's in Coleraine this day, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, people can just go to these places. So, like, especially in bars and clubs and stuff like that, if you're doing, like, you know, laveries or whatever. But yeah, it's a scary thought.
I think the show looks like it will be great, but a bit freaky too.
Oh,
But-
it'll
but-
probably, yeah.
But you get like I find most cases like you get people. There's people here who love stand up and go to
Yeah.
everything and are in the scene, but definitely know where the line is.
Yeah.
You know, you hope everybody just knows where that.
Aye. No one's ever been in danger here.
No. No. Dan has another question, please.
Emma wants to know if you're out for a bro date on a hot sunny day.
I thought that said blow date.
I mean,
Which here?
don't rule it out.
It's both from my desert.
What ice drink are you opting for? Coffee, slush, frap?
Brilliant question. I love that. So, say after this pod, although we're doing another pod after this, so it's hypothetical.
Yeah.
Say we go to
Sea Park. We go down to Sea Park.
we go down to Sea Park,
Yeah.
and there's a van there,
Yeah.
and the van says all drinks.
All ice drinks.
It has any drink you can think of.
Yeah.
2 big ice cubes in it. I go, Aaron, what do you want here? You can get anything. What do you want? And maybe you don't have to tell us straight off the bat. You can come say if you, I'm thinking about this, but I'm thinking about that.
Yeah. If it's like the drinks where it's like ice slushy,
It's 21 degrees, by the way.
I would take.
It doesn't have to be slushy.
I know. Okay, I'll give a few. Excuse me.
But if you want slushy, have slushy.
No. I will. If I want like a cherry Coke slushy, that would be good. Like,
Cherry Coke. Is this something
Yeah.
you've had before, or you're imagining?
I think
you'd
America
like
do them. Yeah, I've had one in the theme park before. Also, whenever you said about Sea Park, or whenever I said about it, reminded me of probably one of the first years when me and you were self-employed. And me and you, just one day, it was a nice day, just took ourselves down to Sea Park.
And lay in the sun?
And just lay in the sun.
That's right.
And we were just like, we're doing great.
This is wild. Yeah. That's great. I remember that.
Yeah.
But the magic ice drink van wasn't there.
No, it wasn't. It would have made the
And
day
I
the best
think
day in the world.
I think I'm a bit like you here. I might not cherry Coke. I might
Pepper.
go Dr Pepper with a bit of ice in it.
That's lovely.
Other contenders for me would be I've talked about this before. We were in Torremolinos in Spain, and there was this beach bar which I'm a huge fan of. Even just the concept
Okay, yeah.
of a beach bar.
Yeah.
The idea that I'm
Yeah.
sitting with my feet in the sand
Helen's Bay should listen right now.
in the sun,
Yeah.
and it's a bar restaurant,
Yeah.
and it's casual.
Lovely.
They had, I like a cider, right?
I do.
What's my favourite type of cider?
Somersby.
Somersby and
Somersby. Copperberg?
Orchard Thieves.
Orchard Thieves.
They have in Torremolinos this and I've seen some other places in Spain that have this. It's like a Orchard Thieves box, chilled box with a glass bit to it, and it's its own pump.
Oh,
It's this
okay.
unit,
Wow.
and I got a glass of it, and they had it in like a whiskey, like a tumbler, like a short glass. They put one giant ice cube in it and poured that Orchard Thieves over the top of it, and I can still taste that here and here.
Yeah.
It's making my mouth water.
Ice drinks are just superior. I
But then when it all melts at the bottom,
it waters down. Yeah.
I don't like it.
But on holidays, a wee ice drink.
I wouldn't do a slushie anymore. I feel like I'm too mature.
No,
I think I'm too old for it.
No, you're not.
For a slushie?
You're fine.
There's too much admin with a slushie. Too much admin.
Too much stir.
Yeah, too much stir. I think it's only great at the very start if you're honest with yourself. Do you know what's hard to beat? A holiday Coca-Cola.
Holiday Cocoa's great. Back to the slushie though, you have to remember, slushie's a long game. You know what I mean? So like, this is your problem. You just don't have patience when it comes to your drinks. You're like that.
Can I give you something else?
Yeah.
Fanta Exotic.
Fuck, forgot about that. It's
Fanta
not
Exotic.
called Fanta Exotic. I think it's called something else. Fanta Twist, Fruit Twist, or something. It's called now.
Oh, that's great. Also, Milkman's Orange on a summer's day.
Can you get Milkman's Orange? No, is that done?
Must be able to. There'll be someone from West Belfast in the comments here going, I can get you.
Someone reach out to me because I would like a wee bottle of it. Because
You want the bottle? And
on the
do you know what we used to do?
The gold cap.
My dad used to I don't know what he used to do it. Maybe just a wee knife. He'd make 2 holes in the top of it, keep the thing on, and you just drank it out of the thing.
That is, yeah, it's an old school move. That is, yeah.
I miss the old days. Have you has Aaron Butler got any travels coming up?
Yes, I'm going to Tenerife after the marathon just to
Are you?
just to loosen
Just to
up
decompress?
decompress, nice and lean, get the beach body out. Me and my friend Brian, you were talking about, because he's going with me, you were talking about your pink Speedo. Me and Brian have made an agreement to buy each other mystery Speedos, and we have to wear them to the water park. Who knows what it... Now, it's not allowed to be sexual. It's not allowed to be weird. It's
I
not allowed to be
know,
creepy.
but
What?
Speedos at the water park.
It's legal.
Yeah, 2 guys in their mid-30s.
Fine.
A lot of kids about the water park.
That's not my problem.
They're going to see a ball.
I'm not going to see a ball.
You will.
I'll see 2.
And a dick. No. What are you going to get him? He won't be watching. What are you going to get him?
Oh, I've ordered us there's just a wee fun cartoon unicorn. That's all it is.
You said you've ordered us.
Yeah, because we're buying.
Just want to pet the unicorn?
Because we're buying matching pairs as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's buying. So whatever he buys me, he has
Tell
to wear.
people about the T-shirt I bought you in Tenerife and you had to wear it. Because you're never going to have a stag do because you're never going to get married.
No, I know, and I need to wear that T-shirt in here one day because it is very funny. Funny how you were talking about.
By the way, this was a trip that we had.
Yeah.
We had a stag for you
We had a 30th birthday / stag for me.
because you're never going to get married.
Probably never going to get married. Yeah.
Oh, probably.
Well, I mean, you can never say never about anything in life. You can never say
Hold up.
Hold on. This
You
isn't
did.
breaking
You
news.
did.
No, I didn't say never.
You did. You said, I guarantee you, we would have multiple takes of you saying, I will never get married.
Someone super cut it, right?
I will never have children.
Well, look, more than likely we'll never have both.
More than likely.
Guys,
Ladies and
yous are
gentlemen,
being
it's an
crazy today.
exclusive. Headline is Aaron Butler I'm ready to
this
settle
shit.
down with a wife and kids.
Fucking hate this shit.
If you have too many of them, you're not gonna make next year. So don't worry about it.
Punch me in the stomach.
Now, so let's unpack it. We're gonna take a quick break.
No, this
10
is
minutes.
very easy to unpack. You can never say never about anything in life.
Maybe say it in a wee bit.
Yeah, you're two legs. You can.
Is this good, Fosty?
Here's the thing.
Fosty, don't be worried about saying that. Don't be worried about saying that, brother.
If
We're getting a lot of things out in the open today. Aaron Butler's ready to get married. He's looking for a wife.
You're a bastard. I would say, who knows what the future holds for me. If I met someone in 10 years' time and liked them and thought, oh, let's go get a Vegas wedding, sure. But
So you want to get married in 10 years in Vegas?
I don't want to. No, I'm just saying this is all
I think he said he
hypothetical.
wanted- I think he said he wanted to.
You just said you want to.
I know. I said hypothetically if it happened.
What if you met someone amazing in 6 months?
Maybe. Get married next year. Stag part 2.
What do you need in a wife? What is it? You're saying if I met so your attitude's been no to marriage, but you're saying you never know what could happen. What if I met this person? What does that person need to have that's going to make you go, marriage actually is the thing?
She needs to be Dua Lipa. Oh, that's fun everywhere.
How excited did you get?
My gel just came. That's how fucking pumped I was there.
I love that. I love that attitude of like you're like, I will get married if it's Dua Lipa, like, but you're dead serious.
Oh yeah.
But what if
You talking about stalker programs? Wait till she comes here. oh, fuck me. No, she's in trouble.
But you're saying you're saying hypothetically if you would get married, you go away to do it, you would elope.
I ain't going away to do it's the right move.
Yeah.
Like, I used to think abroad weddings were a wee bit like, inconvenient, blah, blah, blah. Actually, you get a holiday. You spend all that money anyway.
You weed people out that you wouldn't want to
You
go.
weed a lot of people out, less dinners. So you get sunshine. I approve of an abroad marriage now, yeah.
Aaron Butler settling down. Do you think with all this marathon training you finally outran your demons and that's why you're ready to settle down?
There's no amount of miles that can do that. there's not an ultra marathon in the world. Fucking the hardest geezer couldn't even fucking do that. That is mad that he ran Africa, isn't it? I think about that every day
it
since
is.
it's happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stop. Like, because it's how did he do it?
I know.
Every day he was doing 60k.
I think obviously the physical side of it is crazy. It's more the mental side of it that I'm like, how do you go? There's no option but to go today. Let's go today.
Yeah, and he's living in a wee van and all. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dan, we got a question here, please.
John wants to know, can you clarify for his work colleagues at Gloucester Rugby, is it a house coat or a dressing gown?
First things first. Give me a load of Gloucester Rugby gear. Send it to the studio. I don't want like the replica. I want like the training kit
All right.
and all that kind of thing. Please, I would love. What I'm saying. Sorry, that was rude of me to say.
That's very rude.
What's his name, John?
John, yeah.
John, I would really appreciate it if it's possible and if you have that level of authority, if you could send me a load of Gloucester Rugby gear for summer, shorts, t-shirts, vest, all that kind of thing. I would love to represent that fine rugby club
Lovely.
because they're a top rugby club,
Yeah.
top side.
I don't know.
I'd love to know what he does there too. Is it dressing gown or house coat? It's one of those eternal Northern Ireland debates.
I don't know.
I would say dressing gown for sure.
Okay.
I've never said anything else. I've never heard anybody say house coat.
I probably say house code.
Really?
I think I do. Yeah.
Because you're a big dressing gown guy.
So from time to time, yeah. Not like. Yeah. No.
Not like middle of the day
No.
out and about, but I mean,
No.
Aaron Butler wakes up in the morning, there's a wee rap on the door, he's getting his dressing gown on.
Yeah, leaving it open, but
Yeah.
don't you know. Yeah.
I think dressing gown for sure. I think dressing gown. I think house coat sounds like it's something that would have been said in the 60s and 70s. Sounds like an old
That's-
style thing.
But that's cute. That's you know.
House coat makes sense.
Yeah.
Dressing gown actually,
It's not a gown. You're not
It
going
is.
to a ball.
nah, but it's a gown of sorts. It's a long.
Well, house coat's a coat of sorts.
I know.
House coat's more of a coat of sorts, and a dressing gown is a gown of sorts.
That's going to be in your tombstone.
But you know I'm making sense.
Dan, hit us with another question,
No.
please. And John, let us know about that, please, brother.
Yeah.
A lot of people chatting about their favourite tea, Yorkshire tea, and it's kicking off in the chat a little bit. People saying Yorkshire tea's great.
Well, I mean, Aaron Butler's a
no,
man who very, very seldom drinks tea.
No, it wouldn't be my. And if I do, I load it with sugar. But I once had a creme brulee tea. It was good.
Where was that?
At
America.
No, Peculiar Tea on that where they do the afternoon tea thing. Went there once.
I don't like it.
Why?
I don't like that they're messing with it. It feels like...
Well, I don't. They're just. It's just they bought it. You can buy them online. Like, I don't think.
I know, but it feels like they're just fiddling with stuff too much. You know, like AI and all this kind of stuff, which I want to ask you about after our break at 12.
Do you not like various tea flavors?
No,
Why?
because it's just tea. Tea should just be English
If you were to
breakfast.
have your own tea, what kind of tea would you go for?
If I was to ever have my own tea, or like we had our own podcast range of tea or anything, that would be crazy if that happened. Watch this space.
Yeah.
If I was to do that, it would be inspired by, as much as we are in Hollywood, I'm a Hollywood boy, I'm Mr. Hollywood, I'm Hollywood Heat, the Hollywood Hitman. It would be more inspired by Belfast. A Belfast brew, a strong tea that they would have drank in the shipyard. Because nowadays teas are getting a little bit, and I nearly used a word there that I will not use, but teas are getting a little bit, here's a word I'll say, sappy. Does that make sense? Like a sap?
I'm thinking.
We
What was,
sap.
what was the other word? If that's
Pathetic.
sappy? Weak.
Weak.
That was the word.
Teas are weak.
Yeah.
Teas are there's no
Feeble.
backbone to them.
We feeble tea.
They're feeble.
Yeah, you want a nice strong pungent.
They're artisanal. Oh,
Yeah.
this wee artisan. This wee infused.
Yeah.
This is infused. This is infused with woke culture. That's what it's like. If we have a tea, I want it to
Yeah.
be offensive.
Right.
I want explicit tea.
You want the Yorkie of teas? You're like, this is for guys only.
No. Oh, no. Whoa.
What?
This is for anyone. But this is for anyone who's ready to just, you know, the hardest geezer.
I do.
This
know.
is he would have woke up in the morning, had that tea, and went, "We're doubling the run today."
Okay.
You're gonna have this and go,
And like the Red Bull of teas.
Yeah, but you're gonna go. You're gonna have one sip of this and go, "I'm gonna put an extension on the house today myself now."
Right. Okay.
And you could do it.
Okay.
I want you to be fueled. I want the population to be fueled by this.
Productivity.
Huh?
Productivity, because it heightens your productivity.
Take that.
There you
Take
go.
that.
You're welcome.
Dan, one more question for the break, please. But I
Yeah. What tea do you like?
I of course like Thompson's tea, Punjana.
There you go. There you go.
Ross wants to know, can we get a Northern Ireland version of The Bachelor for Butler?
Now we're talking.
The Butler.
Now we're talking. I'll host it. Right? And we'll. Do we? I leave people on a cliffhanger, right? Do we do a Patreon special?
He was so excited. He called it
A Patreon specialer. The Butler. And we do like kind of like a live studio
Yeah.
bachelor kind of thing where single ladies come on and try and win the heart of Aaron Butler.
And if I hand them a rose, they get to stay on another week. But if they don't,
No, it's not
they-
weekly. We do it once a one-off.
Sorry, one off.
What's that Paddy McGuinness show?
Take me out.
Take me out. Oh,
Can we
fuck.
do that rather than it would be simpler?
Oh, that'd be. I mean, we could. Yeah.
We'll
I mean,
do it,
it'd be a
take
lot
me
of
out.
lights going off. That's what you would hear when I come
Would you
out.
do this?
Sure, if it's a Patreon special.
You've got to marry the lady who wins.
Deal.
Oh, I think this would be great. And by the way, there'll be no shortage of sign-ups for that. People love Aaron Butler.
Guys,
He's in marathon shape as well.
It's a big. Doesn't get better than.
This guy's
marathon shape,
3% body fat.
Yep. But yeah.
Crazy that like during sex you probably keep all that gear on.
But
it's all lube.
I wore more.
It's lube. You
Put a helmet on.
Get those gels open. Yeah, The Bachelor. This could be great.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a dating show, a Patreon special. We maybe do it where we shot Millionaire
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
discuss options.
Yeah.
and do it in there. I've signed us up to do so much stuff. We're going to California to make a single with Kieran Bartlett. 3 a.m. in California. Did you hear this?
I heard a bit of it.
What did you think about this song?
I thought it had potential to be a better song. Yeah. What I mean is, what I mean is good foundation, but it's not the complete article.
Oh no, we just have a killer chorus at the minute.
I know, that's what I mean.
We're going to layer it up with a few verses, but I kind of made us go to California. We're going to take a very quick tea break, whatever you want to call it. We'll be back in a few minutes.
And we'll be back with
a guest from the other side of the world, from a land down under. We will be joined in studio
Shut up.
by technology, by Mickey Bartlett.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I was talking about Shane's dad. George Foreman's not in better shape than me.
No.
He's not.
Yeah, he's looking great.
Are you talking about your dad or George Foreman?
Both, but George Foreman mainly.
Is George Foreman in better shape than Kieran though?
No.
Yes.
No, he's not.
That's it. That's the next challenge. You're fighting George Foreman.
Don't back myself in many combat sports, but I think I could beat an old man up. Like
George Foreman would kick the fuck out of
George
you.
Foreman's like 80 odd and probably has something wrong with him.
Dan, give us some info.
What
on
age is George Foreman?
74, something like that.
Oh, and my dad's 73. My dad would beat you up.
No, he wouldn't.
Dennis would kick.
Oh, my dad would beat you up.
Dennis would
Oh
kick
my.
Dennis would dance around and land on me like a wee fly, and then I'd win.
My dad would beat the
kick
bag
the
out of
fuck
you,
out of you.
genuinely.
I'm gonna beat the bag of 2 years. I'm gonna beat you with him. That's what I'm gonna fucking do.
Dan, what's Foreman looking like nowadays?
He would knock your.
Probably,
he
yeah.
would kill you.
I was thinking of George Formby.
I'd probably sell you bedtime stories or something like
Drive
dirty
to him.
bedtime stories to women. innit?
Dirty.
I want to take you out to the field and
Run
I
you.
want to throw you around the grass.
Oh, Andrew, you're so dirty.
Those bales of
I
hay
want to handcuff you to a radiator, stamp all over your ears.
with Shane's feet.
You big dirty mother you.
You think?
I think with his accent, he could make money on OnlyFans.
£3 a month, boy. I wake you up in the morning as well, morning, rise and shine, you slinky slut. You big saucy spoon. You big lube of tub of butter. I'm gonna nail you to the banisters. And then I'm gonna tie a towel around your waist and spank you with a fork.
What was your checklist for what you would like back in the day for a good sleepover?
You know, we all like to play wrestling. You know, this was like peak WWF.
Here,
You
I'm
know.
with you. Snap.
We killed a hamster at sleepover once.
You killed a hamster?
Accidentally, yeah.
Like sat on it, or
No, we were playing wrestling, first of all, and then...
And it was you versus a hamster.
No,
you don't put a hamster in the figure 4 leg lock. You'll
No.
turn it in two.
Yeah. We put the hamster in the hamster ball, and then pushed it down the stairs, and it didn't make it.
That's what it's like that. That's like pushing you off the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Westwood, baby.
Yeah.
Live on Radio 1 Extra. Fire in the booth, Aaron Butler.
Yo, coming to you live from Strange Ways, baby. Her Majesty's Penitentiary. Her Majesty's Prison. Bet you it is. It's all like HMP.
His Majesty's Prison.
His Majesty's. Sorry, Dan.
Good man, Daniel. Keep him on the straight and narrow. God save the Queen, Tim Westwood, baby. Rule Britannia, never be slaves, baby. Ruling the waves of the sea and air. Let's go.
Yo, just want to give a monster shout out to the king, baby.
Big up Camilla. Prince Andrew, shout out. Yeah, locked up.
So I pick up him and Willie. We went at like 11:30 yesterday afternoon. What's
11:30 can't be afternoon.
11:30 is the afternoon?
Afternoon is afternoon. Noon is 12 o'clock.
Is that why it's called that? Afternoon?
Yeah.
I swear, I go from good morning to good afternoon as a greeting after 11. That makes so much sense though. Afternoon. I never thought about it like that. It's afternoon. I swear that's blown my mind. Afternoon. Oh, good afternoon.
Paddy Irishman, Paddy Scotsman, Paddy Englishman are all f***ing looking after bees, right? And they're all talking about the bees that they have in their hives. And Paddy Englishman says, well, I keep 50 bees in one hive, and it's really spacious for them. And I roughly get like 1 jar of honey every week. And it's great, you know, it's a nice life for the bees. And they're like, right, Paddy Scotsman goes, well, I keep about 200 bees in the hive, and I'll get 4 jars of honey a week. And, you know, there's still plenty of room to move around or whatever. But I'm thinking of putting them into 2 hives, and they're like, right, okay. And Paddy Irishman goes, I keep 800,000 bees in one small hive, and I get 5 jars of honey every hour. And Paddy Englishman goes, is that not a terrible life for the bees? And Paddy Irishman goes, fuck them. Which is such a shite and stupid joke, but I fucking love it.
Sippers, welcome back to this live stream of the Tea With Me podcast. We're doing this all week, 11 to 1 every day, Monday to Friday, completely free, completely public.
All month.
On YouTube, not all month at all. And we're doing this ahead of the Waterfront Hall, 29th of November. It's a Friday night. Friday then. Hello, brother. Me plus guests. Special guests, special night.
Nice.
If you want to see the I'm trying to do a technological thing here, but it is not working for me. We are if you watch the Waterfront Hall, Tea With Me, it's great. Brilliant venue. That's why we're doing it again. We love doing the SSE, but the Waterfront was just perfect for a podcast.
Yep.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Where did you get your jacket? So that's is that the new collection from Louis Vuitton?
Yeah, they sent it out.
Right. Why have they not spelled Vuitton right?
No, that's how you spell.
How much was it?
Gosh, a lot.
Dear?
Like, yeah, it's so much money.
Like how much?
Like,
Where did you get it?
You name the money.
Where did you
I'll
get
tell you? Louis Vuitton.
Direct from Louis Vuitton?
Yeah. It was
Wow.
from the warehouse.
What store?
Do you know the one they have out there?
Paris?
Yep.
Right.
It's the Paris one. Yeah, it's the
That's
Paris one. I
great.
got over. Yeah. So yeah.
Are you getting any is it new? Are you getting any comments on it? Are you getting love for it? Because it's a wild piece.
Yeah, it's pretty. Like people would call this a statement jacket.
Yeah.
You know.
No matching tracksuit bottoms?
No. This is my post-run jacket just to keep me warm. Yeah, because I'm still. But the legs.
People
are
say
still,
it's crazy to spend that much money on a Louis Vuitton jacket and just have it as your post-run jacket.
It's just comedy's just doing really well, doing it.
Yeah.
The scene's doing great.
Yeah.
I think this represents it
Right.
in the best way.
Dan, could we take a question or comment, please?
So people have thrown in questions for Mickey. People want to know when's he going to be home. So you need to ask that from him.
Yep.
People want to know how the boxing training's going. And any updates on that.
Well, yes, the update on that is Raw Systems Go will hopefully have a pay-per-view link very soon. There will be an early bird discount to sign up for the pay-per-view. And there's going to be a truck outside. What do you think of that?
What do you mean a truck outside?
Like a production truck?
Oh, okay. What you just meant, like, just a logistics truck or something?
Yeah, no, just
yeah.
nothing to do with the fight. There's just a truck outside.
Some guys getting free parking. That's exciting.
Oh, before Mickey does this, I need to.
Yeah.
I'm ordering Boojum.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at him.
Oh yeah.
There's the champ right there.
Do we go? Can we speak to him?
Put your headphones on.
Mickey, hang on.
Take your time, fellas.
Mickey, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear, and we can see you, brother. You got a bit of
seeing you from this angle.
You got a bit of colour about you.
No, I'm just back in the gym.
Yeah, it seems like is that an energy drink or is it a?
It's pre-workout, post-workout because I like to mix it up.
And then what's that? What's that you've got now? That's like a for your lung capacity, like
An oxidizer. Yeah,
right.
Oxidizer.
It's an oxidizer, yeah. What about any other training? So, like, have you had a lot of those energy drinks? You've been having a lot of those.
I've had a couple of those. I got this really good protein powder, but you don't mix it up in a drink. There's no point.
How do you take
You
it?
just go straight to the brain.
How do you?
Mainly off a Taiwanese boy's arse, but
Me too. Oh, you're sorry, you're talking about powder.
What time is it with you?
it's 9:15, Shane, so I'm near ready for my bed.
Were you doing shows?
Yeah, the gig tonight at a fucking 5-minute spot at a gala.
Oh, what like a swimming girl?
No, like an apple.
Right. Yeah, nice.
Hey.
People are wanting to know when Mick's coming back. Like, that was one of the questions we had there. People were like, how long's Mickey
I'm back
Bartlett
on
in Australia?
I fly back on the 20th of May.
Oof.
So for another month. And I fucking can't wait to get home, boys. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do you know what I mean? It's fun, but I haven't had a chicken ball and a curry fried rice in 5 months.
Yeah.
And I want to eat Chinese food you don't need chopsticks for. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's is your apartment just like sitting there?
No, it's just I'm in a hotel in Utah.
No, I mean back home in Lurgan.
Oh, no, there's people in it.
Oh.
That looks so suspicious. I
Mickey, is there anyone in your available apartment that no one's been near for 6 months?
There's a biker gang making mess in it.
I forgot to say, you said you've got a paramilitary to house sit. That's right, I forgot.
Yeah, there's a whole. Well, I said they're out. I don't know. I rigged the door up with C4, so I don't even know if we've got in yet. But
we'll put the address in the comments.
We may as well. Yeah.
So, are you going to other places in Australia, or is this your last place?
I'm in Sydney now. I go to Brisbane on Friday. So I'm gigging Brisbane, one gig in Brisbane, then go to Perth for a week or so, then back to Sydney, then back to Perth, then fly home.
Can we take a comment? Is there a question, Dan, for Mick in the comments?
How's the boxing training going? People want to know.
Yes, Mick. People want to know how the boxing training's going.
Oh no!
Great one,
oh no! Get your bets on Paddy.
Clean that camera. The camera got very foggy there.
I've got a game plan anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a mic stand in the middle of the ring, and then Paddy won't see me behind it. The full John Cena.
Now, Mick, Paddy's been. I think he posted today, day 20. He said that's 20 days in a row. He's trained straight.
He's not leaving himself enough time for recovery. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've had good recovery time.
But Mick, are you gonna engage in the trash talk and in the mind games, or are you? Because I feel like Paddy's showing a lot of training, but then on podcasts, he's not afraid to just say he's telling people what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So are you happy?
What's he gonna do?
Just win. He's gonna win.
Say he's gonna beat you.
He says he's gonna knock you out.
Says he's gonna.
I know. I also heard him say he's the underdog. Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Arena filling, Porsche driving Paddy's the underdog, and I'm here doing gigs with 20 people with diarrhea.
What they do, or you? Or that's the door policy.
We all did by the end. It was a weird gig.
But yeah, he's basically Mick saying he's the underdog. He's saying, look, after last year, he's saying he's older. He's saying he's going into this with no pressure on him.
Yeah, I mean, there's no pressure at all. Do you know what I mean? You're certainly not feeling any pressure after I fucking disable him from the neck down.
But you're not getting into the trash talk.
Yeah.
Nah,
you're not really
it's
about
for charity.
Yeah.
It's for charity. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I think it's a good thing we're raising money for a hospital because Paddy can go to one afterwards.
Do you know what I think would be 10 out of 10 at the end? If Mick was making a behind the scenes documentary and that kind of Jameson was just a prop.
You're like Ryan Garcia.
Yeah,
you're like Ryan. You're just it's apple juice, man.
It's actually just water. So I found the can in the bin.
Sure.
It was the six. It was the six I had before. They were a fucking nightmare.
Mick, what's the apartment like you're staying in? Are you staying with other people? Or are you staying by yourself?
By myself this week. I'm in a wee hotel in Sydney, but I was staying with Connor Burns for a month in Melbourne.
That's a Scottish comedian, by the way. Aaron Butler nearly died there. That's a Scottish comedian.
I was like, what is he doing out there? Is he helping you for Paddy's training camp? Yeah. To sabotage
it? Yeah, no, Shane, you're thinking of someone else. I'm actually staying. I was with Connor Burns. I flew him out.
Yeah, you're getting like the inside into Paddy's mind from his former right-hand man.
Yeah.
Tell you what did happen to me that was embarrassing. So the last night of the Melbourne Festival, we had a big party, and I went for a couple of beers, nothing major. But at about 7 in the morning, there's a comedian, Chris. Have you ever heard of Chris Franklin?
Heard his name,
the Aussie guy. So he was an Aussie guy. He did a party song that was massive in the 90s, and it was a party of. Do you remember fucking I'm a bitch, I'm a lover? Right?
Meredith Brooks, yeah.
So he had the Aussie version. He's like, I'm a bloke, I'm a yobbo, fucking whatever, right?
Right.
So me and him at 7 in the morning, we're fucking talking about boxing. He's like, you had to win this fight, you can't fucking lose this fight. And I was like, come on, and we're messing about sparring, and I was like, all this stuff, and he punched me in the nose and went, fuck, you're bleeding. And he's 63 in flip-flops, hammered, drunk. I'm the underdog, boys.
No.
Yeah, you're the underdog.
I'm the underdog.
Yeah, because that's one thing about that. That's an edge I think you have over Paddy. Mick will do an impromptu spar. Like Willie T said when you were in Edinburgh, you and him were having a few spars.
Willie beat me too, and he's fucking cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
Oh, Mick, it's not looking good.
It's not gonna. It's gonna be a nightmare, boys. Like I can do all, like, do you know what I mean? I can be like, yeah, I'll fucking kill him. But let's face it, Paddy, I saw the way you handled that boy at the spar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like Paddy, during COVID, Paddy was turning up the shops looking fights.
Yeah. Paddy shows up to the ring in a high vis. You're fucked.
Oh, man.
And what are you getting to have?
Imagine he did.
Yeah. Are you getting to have time off there, Mick? What do you do? What are you doing in your downtime?
So after Brisbane on Friday, I'm have about 2-3 weeks off. So I did Melbourne. I gigged 5 times a day on the quiet days.
What? Where's
and the busy ones were maybe 9 times a day. I literally got this hotel and slept for 24 hours yesterday. Like,
right.
Got into bed at 1 o'clock and woke up at 1 the next day. Fucking wiped out.
That sounds like
so
a rested man.
Downtime.
Yeah. If I'm Paddy, I'm worried. That's a rested man. Like,
yeah,
that's a hibernation.
It's like I have no trouble sleeping. Put it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But neither would you boys. You're taking this fucking shit. Yeah.
So like in your 2 weeks off, what are you gonna do? You just chill?
Yeah, just gonna chill. Just fucking
no gigs.
Try and get my tan back because it was no gigs. Man, fucking no way. I'm like. Honestly, I'm sick to death of telling jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
not ideal.
I wish somebody would bring me some joy for a change.
And are you in that 2 weeks? Is that where are you going to really start the training again then?
We'll see, man. I don't know. I can do it.
He's training flat out. He's on. I think he's on an exercise bike right now. His feet are going mad.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Mick, are you missing home? What are you missing about home, brother?
Honestly, God, I am missing like fucking
chicken balls,
a decent fucking Irish Chinese.
Yeah. And the food.
Swear. You haven't seen the way you haven't seen the way I eat pussy.
Oh, with chopsticks.
Man, I can wipe my ass with chopsticks now. Like, I'm so good.
So an Irish Chinese, like a proper. Is there a spot you go to in Lurgan?
Chong's welcome every time. Best Chinese in outside China.
Chong's welcome. Mick, I had a meal in Lurgan last week. I went out for a meal in Lurgan last week.
Where'd you go in Lurgan?
Cellar Bar, mate.
Oh, you've made a mistake there, Shane.
Well, I'll say this: food was pretty good.
Lovely food. Don't get me wrong.
It's
good, but it's not.
That was the first time I ever headlined. Was you, me, and Sean? Sean was running it.
I was there too.
Yeah, you were there too, and I was doing 25 minutes to close, and I bought a suit in Primark. We both wore suits.
Yeah, you texted me that day going, "I'm wearing a suit. Do you want to wear a suit?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I had 3 pints and was obviously off my head and had the worst. I walked off stage and went, "That was brilliant," and you all went, "No, it wasn't," and I went, "All right."
I remember that night. Yeah, but that was a. Sorry, I'm just moving from the lounge area to go to get more of this pre-workout. I've ran out of protein there, boys, so just get some more.
And Mick, a lot of people would put pre-workout. So your hydration's not going to be a problem for you, it seems.
Oh, not at all, man. It's like I'm hydrated. I'm educated. Fucking,
look at them.
And are you trying to like? You were saying about your pre-workout, like you're taking. It seems like you're saying you're taking your pre-workout nasally. Is that going to help you in the fight, like strengthen your nose or anything like that?
I think it'll definitely help me not need to breathe.
Yeah,
and it just makes the time go by faster. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Where do you get it? Just in like a supplement shop, or have you another way of?
It's I know a guy knows a guy. Snapchat mainly.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Mick, come on home.
Yeah,
they don't deserve you.
Get an early
flight. I am dying to get back. Like,
do they treat you well out there? Are you treated well?
No, do you know what happens with Australian comedians? A lot of them are shite, right? and see when you're good, they fucking hate you.
Right.
Okay.
So there's been a couple of times where I've done spots with other Aussies, and I've come off stage and they won't talk to me, and I'm like, it's not my fault. I'm class, like,
yeah. Right. When you and Paddy were in Melbourne at the same, were you in Melbourne at the same time?
Yeah.
Did you guys hang out? Have a meal or break bread?
So there was a night that he turned up. He came down to the pub. Do you remember that pub I took you to last year where all the comedians hang about?
The Excalibur or something?
The Exeter. The Excalibur. Fair enough. Close enough, Jim. Dude, that fucking history podcast is ruining your mind.
Yeah, I remember that bar.
Paddy came down and had a few pints with the comedians, and I drank 0% beer just to like freak him out.
That would freak you out, yeah.
As soon as I left, I got twatted. It was like,
You drinking?
I'm training like that.
You drinking 0% beer would be like seeing Santa show up and he's wearing just like all blue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would really throw you off.
Yeah.
You're like, that's nuts.
I mean, it was 0% beer, but it was throwing a couple of augers in it. Like, I'm not fucking gay.
Yeah, you're not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Mick, you look bright red, mate.
Yeah, you look pale and also pink at the same time. I don't know how you're doing it.
Man, I swear to God, it was a month of Edinburgh, a month of fucking Melbourne. It was like, just like complete exhaustion. And also the lighting here isn't great. And do you know what I mean?
Okay. Hey, Mick, on your return flights, are you going business?
You're fucking right, I'm going business.
Yes, good lad yourself, yeah. You can do some protein powder in there.
Aye. Well, man, they give it to you for free in business, like.
Will it not be a waste of money though if you're just drinking water on the way home? No.
I mean,
yeah.
There's free drinking economy. There's just better free drinks in business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll have a cheat day. Do you know what I mean? I'll have one cheat day on the way home because I've worked hard.
Right.
Of course.
You deserve it
you know-
because you're being strict now, so you may as well
Yeah.
like enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you have one cheat day on the way home and then like then
I'm so hydrated.
I was gonna say you're probably
so hydrated.
You're probably gonna skip the Chinese until after the fight, aren't you?
I'll see, man. I might need to sort of bulk up at that point.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, chicken does have protein, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And I think the
chicken protein balls.
What better way to get fire in your belly than a salt and pepper chip? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're thinking about you're going to do a bulk up before the fight and then like a cut, say the week before.
No, I've been cutting the whole time.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, for the pre-workout.
Yeah. Yeah, well, with fentanyl, but
who's he?
It hasn't killed me yet.
He's an Aussie comic. He's a regular at the Excalibur. I'm going for a pint of fentanyl.
But it did happen to me again. It happened to me in that pub because I wasn't really drinking. I didn't think I was drinking as much as I did last year when I came out here. But there hit a point about a week and a half ago. I walked into the pub because I was doing a load of gigs there. And one of the local alcoholics was like, "Oh, our big fella, how's the showers going?" And I'm like, "I don't even know who the fuck you are, dude. I need to go home."
Oh.
And what about like you seen any wildlife, any wee koalas or anything when you're there?
Not in Melbourne. I saw what did it? No, actually not at all. I went to the zoo. Stone. That was good crack.
Yeah.
What do the animals
edibles
look like?
are a big thing out here.
What are?
Edibles?
Pretty much the same, but there was a point where I went to the butterfly pavilion and one landed on my hand, and I was like, "Bro, I get it, man."
What's final question before I let you go? What's been the best show you've done out there, and what's been the worst?
There was one day where I died 5 times in a row.
Right.
Like in a day. That's about a year's worth of deaths in one day. Like,
yeah.
But the rest of it all grand. I had it like, excuse me, my solo show. The first sort of Friday, Saturday nights with a solo show in Melbourne were unreal. But I reckon probably the best one, Sydney Comedy Store.
Oh, the best.
I did that in December.
The best.
Like, yeah, it's hard to beat. Like, and I'm there as well. If you're in Sydney, I'm there on the 18th of May. Just let you know.
18th of May. If anyone is in Sydney, then that is the best. I actually heard Paddy said this to me. Best room he's ever played. I think that's the best room I've ever played.
It's the best room in the world. It's the best room for stand up in the world. Like,
it's like so if you're in Sydney, go see that, or if you're in somewhere else in Australia, take an internal flight and go see Mickey in Sydney. It's 10 out of 10.
No, don't go to extremes. Just get a plane.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that was funny. That pre-workout's really fucking hit me.
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
Mick, your waterfront shows are they in November?
September.
Oh. What date?
So September
11th.
I want to say the 6th. 11th? No, the 6th. The 7th. Yeah, 6th.
It's in
Sometime
September.
Google Mickey. If you Google Mickey Bartlett waterfront, the internet will tell you.
It's the 6th.
It's the 6th, yeah.
And
I fucking told I knew it.
And are you touring around that?
Yeah, so I'm going on tour. So I'll do Waterfront, and then I'm doing the Millennium Forum in Derry, and then I'm hitting the road after that, all around the UK and Ireland.
Nice.
And then I'm not leaving the house from December until next December.
And you just to finally, you want people to bring you pre-workout, don't you? Like you want that to be.
I mean, if you have it, like,
yeah, right.
So, I mean, it's one. We'll see. If I start putting weight back on, then definitely bring more.
Well, listen, brother, we really appreciate you coming on, and we can't wait to see you, and we love you, and just please wear sunscreen and take care.
Yep.
All right, boys, I'll see you soon.
All
right,
Mick,
Chung's we've got Chung's welcome on standby. They're ready for you.
They'll hear me running up the street. They're like, "Hey, Scott Zira."
All right, Mick. Thanks, brother.
See you later, mate.
See you, mate. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Lurgan's finest, Mickey Bartlett.
What he said at the end there?
I don't know. I think it was a streaming problem.
Right.
I think there was a glitch. Or we have an issue. Can we do some housekeeping?
Go ahead. Is the issue your food's outside?
No, the food's all good. The food is all good.
All right.
The issue is we have a guest coming in to record a main Tea With Me episode.
Okay.
But he's been delayed on his flight, and that is an issue for me.
Are we allowed to say the name? No.
Finn Taylor.
Okay.
Finn's coming over to do the Limelight. I think pretty sure he's doing a sold out Limelight tonight. Do you know Finn Taylor?
No.
You don't know his show, Finn versus the Internet?
No. I've seen clips of it. Yeah, I've definitely seen it.
Hilarious.
That's good.
So Finn's coming over, but I don't know if it's going to work out.
Dang.
I don't know if it's going to work out. But let's see what time he's got to leave at tomorrow. We can
try squeeze him in.
But my food is on big window of estimated arrival time, 12:50 to 1:35 or 1:15.
1:15 to 1:35.
12:50 to 1:15.
Okay.
So not that big.
No.
Not that big of a window.
And if it comes at 12:50, we're still on air.
What happens if he's 5 minutes early?
I'll go and get it. People love it.
Do they?
People love that content.
People love when you leave the podcast to go.
People love when the host goes to get his boojum. Can we have a question, Dan, please, or what? Anyone got to say anything about Mick?
There's a lot of comments about Mick, most of which shouldn't be spoken. What are your opinions?
He
on
seems in a great place.
yeah. I tell you what, I've never seen him better. I think he's holding up well.
This guy is focused. This guy is flying.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on Sean McComb getting robbed at the weekend?
Sad. That's beer. That's box. What I say to you on a night when I seen you, you can't leave the judges, mate.
I'll tell you something.
You have to put a full stop on it.
I'll tell you something. He put a full stop on it. He beat a man up for 12 rounds.
I know he did, yeah.
I'll tell you something. You watch wrestling and you go, I get that it's scripted and they've decided the outcome, but I enjoy the entertainment of it. That's not what boxing should be.
Correct.
They had decided the outcome of that before he fought.
Yeah. That's annoying.
And I would hope that all the feeling in boxing from people like Eddie Hearn and
but never changes.
Fellow boxers.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, but I would hope that they will channel that into another huge fight, an opportunity for Sean.
Well, yes.
He fought the number one in the world and outboxed him easily, so he's the best in the world.
He deserves a big opportunity.
He's a number one. He's better than the number one in the world.
Absolutely.
So I hope that he gets what he deserves, and I hope those judges get what they deserve.
What do they deserve?
Push down a short flight of stairs.
Yeah.
6 stairs.
A new job.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a judge anymore.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Corrupt.
He's my favourite boxer in the world.
Sean McComb is your favourite boxer in the world?
Easily.
That's nice.
And he deserves every success, and it's going to come for him. It's going to come for him.
Hard worker.
Dan, can we have another question, please?
Mart wants to know any tips for starting stand-up?
Aaron Butler.
Go down to some open mic gigs and feel it out. Watch them first before you dive in. You know, the Pavilion runs a gig, Madden's runs a gig on a Tuesday. Go down to those, see what you think.
And also probably go like Lavery's and all too to see the other side of it.
Yeah.
Be around comedy.
Be around for a bit. Have watch plenty of them, and then sort of start yourself thinking like, all right, where could I fit into this landscape, or what could I bring, or what material what do I want to write, or what's my perspective on certain things, and then start to put together like a 5-minute set, and then just basically message some open mic bookers like Luke McGibbon, like Pete Giffin's running Madden's at the minute.
And when you're down there, say when you're ready to do the spot, say to them.
Yeah.
I've never done stand-up before, thinking about doing it. What's the best way to book in with you and that kind of thing?
Luke McGibbon is probably the nicest man for all.
Has a dark side though.
Has a dark side, yeah.
Has a dark side.
But
like he's really like horrible to old people. I've seen that in action a few times.
I've
like
seen that too.
I saw him once in city centre. He goes, "Can I help you across the road?" It was like a 95-year-old guy, and he looked sort of helped him, and then halfway across the road, kicked his walking stick from underneath him, and said to the glider driver, "Go over him."
Yeah, I've seen
you know,
that
and the guy wouldn't, and Luke was really then Luke beat up the glider driver. So he's like a nasty piece of one of the nice guys in comedy.
Yeah. One nice guy in comedy, but outside of comedy,
terrible deal.
Yes.
As long as you're not elderly,
yeah,
he's fine.
He gets Mick as protein.
Yep,
that tells you everything you need to know.
But yeah, Madden's Pavilion, few others like that, and I always say to people, when you are like actually starting, just don't ask for more too early. You know,
don't ask for too much too soon.
Do 5 minutes for ages and ages and ages.
Yep.
And when you feel like you're really good at doing a 5-minute set, keep doing the 5-minute set.
Yep.
And know when to go, could I get 10 minutes?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, there is
slowly build it.
Yeah, some people want to just completely jump in it, like, I have an hour. And you're like,
yes.
You haven't, you know.
And also for the actual gig, don't bring down all your mates. Don't pack the whole place out with all your mates. Definitely bring 1 or 2 friends if you want.
Support, yeah.
But if you're someone who's like, I don't want anyone to go, that's probably better.
Yeah.
Because if you pack the place out with friends and family, your first gig, they'll laugh because you're talking about them and all this and they're your mate. And then you'll go to do another gig in Balaki and no one knows you. And you're like, I've got this bit. And they'll be like, no, I don't like this.
Speaking of gigs, are you excited that I'm hosting Miss Northern Ireland next month?
I mean, it's going to go one of two ways.
What's that?
It either becomes a dynasty where they go, this is like Cinderella and the slipper. This just fits and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Or it's chaotic and I don't know. I could see you getting a bit carried away. I could see you by mistake drinking a West Coast cooler and just being such a bitch to all the contestants and like really catty and scratching scratching somebody. I don't know. I think it's going to be good. I cannot wait to see, because obviously people go, oh, I can't wait to see the dresses and what they wear. I can't wait to see what Aaron Butler's going to wear.
A dress?
What are you going to wear?
Don't know. I'll have to coordinate with my co-host.
Oh, you have a co-host? Who's your co-host?
Rebecca McKinney from...
Rebecca McKinney. So Rebecca's a pro.
So whatever she is wearing, I'll maybe say to her, what colour are you wearing?
And she'll love that. She's a stylist.
Yeah, because I don't want to clash with her on stage.
I think that's good etiquette.
Maybe I just go plain black tux, black and white. You know what I mean? Keep it very simple, very, very... You want something more?
People want more. Expect more from the
more pageantry.
They didn't book you for a straight man.
Okay.
They didn't book you. No, they didn't.
Hi.
Dude, come on. They booked you for a bit of pizzazz. They booked you because you're a little bit
like Liberace.
You're out there.
Yeah.
You're out there.
If I had like a cape like Liberace, that would be cool.
A cape
Dan, I've never seen Dan that excited.
Cape would be brilliant.
And a walking cane.
Like Snoop Dogg in the early 2000s.
I could see you in like a velvet, at the least a velvet tux. At the least.
Okay. If there's any suit shops out there that want to reach out.
I'm called tailors.
I'm in the market. Tailors.
You need a tailor.
Tailor, reach out.
Dan, hit us with a question, please.
So Elon Musk has predicted that AI will outsmart humans by 2025.
He's mad though.
He is mad.
He's a
header.
He's a wee bit of a loony.
I'm actually I saw something on TikTok. I'm thinking about getting a microchip in my head. People are doing that in Sweden. What do you think? You should get it?
You'll never get it. You'll not get it.
Feels like a good idea.
What does the microchip do?
You can just track everything and all.
I have seen them put it in people who are like paralyzed from the neck down, and they're able to control computers and stuff with their brain. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's the neural, and it's basically...
What's it, Neuralink?
Yeah, and the guy literally...
Neurolinguistics? Is that it?
The guy's in a wheelchair, but he looks at the computer screen, and he's just literally...
Classic neurolinguistics.
And it's...
What's yours? It didn't work. I was trying to type something into Google there. I thought I could do it, but...
no, that's telekinesis you're trying to do. Which
no,
is that's a cult, isn't it?
Is that not what I used to do at the call centre?
No.
That under.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. People are like in Sweden, they're getting it done. Like they're getting the microchips in.
Who knows?
Because you can probably track your blood sugar levels and all.
Do loads of stuff with it. Health benefits. Control your tech with it.
But then what if someone hacks it?
That's the start of the Terminator movies.
What if they hack in?
You know what I mean? The machines will rise
And
up
they
against
turn
us.
up your... They turn up your internal temperature. 50 degrees.
Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
See?
I didn't.
At the thought of it.
Yeah.
But someone could hack in and make you sneeze 20 times in a row.
If you do that more than 8, you come, apparently.
What?
Tickle my nose with a feather.
No. There was something I was going to say about the chips, the microchips.
You seem like a guy get microchipped up.
I mean, I'd weigh it up, like, but I don't want version 1.
No.
Imagine you get like a wee virus and all that.
Like the first iPod. Oh, shit.
Or imagine you just keep getting videos sent to it that have that orgasm sound. It just keeps playing in the back of your head. My dad falls for those every day. See, when I lived at home.
Here he is.
falls
Oh,
for
they've
them.
got me. Yeah. No one sent you anything.
It was the best though. I used to be in my room and you just hear downstairs, ah, and then you just hear, fuck's sake.
I don't know, that wasn't a video.
Oh, well.
I'm just so
yeah, sorry, you tracking your boozing
Finn
order?
saying there's a toddler refusing to sit down and they're kicking the family off the plane.
Wow.
Okay, mate. What time?
I love how you're helping the situation.
I mean, what can I do from here?
Yeah, you can't, if you had a brain chip, you could hack into the plane.
Or hack into the toddler. If the toddler had a brain chip.
Yeah, and shut him down.
Yeah.
For flights? Hacking kids for flights?
1000%. I gotta say though, my boys were really good last time I flew. They were really good.
Where are you going soon? You said you're on holiday soon. Next in a few months.
I'm going with the boys. We're going to New York, but I'm going to
I thought
stag.
you meant
I'm
a
going to
family
stag soon
holiday.
too. Family holiday during the summer.
Where's the stag? You allowed to say?
Chernobyl.
I
mean, it is out there. It's
I'll
wild.
be there. No, it's fun.
Now we're going to Mallorca.
Lovely.
Don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah, me neither.
Mallorca.
Don't.
Mallorca.
I felt really uncomfortable.
Like Mallorcka.
Yeah.
Mallorca. I love Mallorca. It's great, mate.
It is nice. Yeah.
I love to know more Spanish.
Love sun. You'd love to know more Spanish?
Yeah, la cuenta, por favor.
That was lovely.
La cuenta, por favor.
I don't know that. I barely know English.
The bill, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Buenos dias, buenas noches.
That's Argentinian, is it not?
Thinking of Boca Juniors?
No, I'm thinking of Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires. Sí. If you could learn any language, what would you like to learn?
Italian. I think that'd be good. Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah.
What would
Bellissima. That's the only Italian word I know.
great song?
Is it?
Yeah, Bellissima.
I have
DJ
no-
Quicksilver.
Don't know it.
See all AI, I know.
Yep.
When I say I know nothing about it. See when you do AI.
Yeah.
Like, did you use AI for our poster?
No.
So
Oh no, I
box-
did.
Frosty did.
I actually
I
did.
think.
So say you do that,
I did.
right?
Here's what I did. I used generative fill, which is an AI tool, which basically means so there was bottle. If you look at the original photo, right, compared to that, there was a bottle on that table. There was a bottle beside the chair. There was microphone wires coming down from the thing. That's all gone.
That's insane.
Yep.
Also, Frosty, do you want to explain that picture, what you had to do?
Yeah, like expanded it up the way.
Ah,
So
yeah.
made the waterfront bigger than.
So
what it
those
was.
lights at the very top weren't actually people there.
Oh, so you expanded before you gave it to me?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So you've AI'd his AI?
We have double AI'd that
AI
poster.
squared.
AI.
AI.
So, but what is it? So,
There's different types of AI tools.
is it though a program or is it something in a web browser where you do it?
I think it's more of a program. I mean, that's a program because that's Photoshop AI. So Photoshop has its own AI technology for imagery. They're also developing like a video one. So say, for example, I shot a video with you out in the street and you want to remove a lamppost. You'd be able to literally just highlight the lamppost and it would remove it but keep the video intact. Stuff like this for creative is happening. But then you also have text-based AI, which can, say, for example...
That ChatGPT?
Yeah, like that. And there's better ones
Oh, is that
out there.
is ChatGPT almost like a brand?
Yeah, there's a few different brands.
It's like a Google search.
And we could do things like, oh, give me a list of 10 names for Shane's boxing nickname.
Can you do it now?
We can, yeah.
Right.
Do you want, and we'll give you the names.
Yes.
I like the Hollywood Nightmare. Has that been suggested?
What is that a play on?
Just Shane, the Hollywood Nightmare, Todd. I don't know. It's not a play on either.
Feels like a lot of words. I'm thinking the Hollywood Hitman, Hollywood Heater, the Crone Ranger.
Crone Ranger is what we settled on.
You like the Crone Ranger?
I like the Crone Ranger. Okay, how can I help you today? How can I phrase this? Give me a list of 10 potential boxing nicknames for my friend Shane Todd. Okay.
How long will that take?
It's got them now. Shane Thunder Todd, the Todd Tornado, Knockout Shane, the Toddinator, Shane Fists of Fury Todd, the Irish Hammer, Shane the Bulldozer.
I didn't know I'm
Todd.
Irish.
I know, right enough. That is weird because we didn't even. That is mad.
Update it, Butler, and be like, Shane has Crohn's. Incorporate this into the nickname.
Yeah, he's from Hollywood, County Down, and he has Crohn's.
Okay.
There's so much more to me than that.
Okay. Here we go. So,
he likes a beer.
For my friend Shane Todd, and
likes
then,
a cold beer.
So he has Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
How do you spell Crohn's again? C-O...
C-R-O-H-N-S, yeah.
Yeah. Crohn's disease. He likes tea. Anything else you want me to put in here?
He's from Hollywood, County Down.
He is from...
I think that's it.
Hollywood.
He's a comedian.
County Down. And is a
Likes a cool
comedian.
beer.
Do you want the names to sound tough? Do you want them to be funny? Do you want them to sound...
Whatever.
Make the names creative as possible.
Yeah.
Let's see what gives us this time.
This is crazy that it's that fast.
Here it is. That's how fast it is. It's already did it. The Hollywood Hilariact. That's because you're hilarious. Meant to be. Tea Time Tornado. Crohn's Crusader.
Crohn's Crusader's quite good.
Pretty good. Laughing Lethal. The Witty Warrior. Ooh. Shane Chai Punch Todd.
Child Punch?
Chai Punch. Child Punch. No, like chai tea.
That's what Finn needs on the flight.
The Hollywood Humorist.
Oh, the worst.
Triple C. The Crohn's Comedy Canon. Yes, Triple C.
The Crohn's Comedy Canon about to take off.
The Teetotaler. No, wait, last one's weird. The Laughing Limer.
Oh, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Frosty, what comment made you look at Dan with white? No.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
no. I
Dan,
can't wait
hit
to
us with a
read that
question,
later.
please, brother.
Sorry, I was just doing the chat GPT there.
It is good.
Duchess and Hammer says 50% of the population sneeze when they look at the sun. This has not been verified.
I think we need to
Feels like a
verify
weird
that.
stat.
Feels like,
Why would that make?
Potentially just tilting your head back.
Will your eyes squint? So does that affect your nose?
I've heard the light thing as well, like looking at light.
I'm doing my nasal rinse every day now, and I feel great.
Okay.
I feel cleared out. My airways feel open. Although I'm buying a nose balloon.
Oh.
I'm buying a nose balloon.
Don't know about
Can
that.
you use them on yourself? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You blow up a balloon with your nose.
Is that not like holistic though?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I guess it's not really proven to do anything. I think you're just
Works for some people.
putting a balloon up your nose.
No, you don't put the balloon up your nose.
You
You
put
hold
and then,
it.
and then you.
But I feel. Do you know what? I feel like my ears need unblocked. And we've seen for our own eyes. There's no wax in there.
I know.
There was one tiny bit. We gave it to someone, which is mental. But
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
but
And they
I
start-
feel like my ears. I feel like I'm on a flight and my ears need blocked,
Unblocked.
unblocked.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. Like,
That is, yeah, it's quite the condition.
what are people suggesting? Like, some people say put a bit of wee pipette, wee bit of olive oil in there.
Oh, I have heard that, yeah. 'Cause
But that just cleans it. My ears are clean.
people use
I
those,
just need unblocked. I feel like I'm gonna go. They're gonna pop, and then I'll go. I'll hear everything in HD. You know,
Maybe
like that.
you're fine. You're just overthinking it.
No, but see when I do this, it feels like that it's trying to.
But
It's
everyone's
trying to
like that.
get out. You know.
I think you're alright.
What happens when you go? Go, blow out your nose. Not too fast. What are you hearing?
Well, it just like feels pressure.
Yes,
But everyone.
but is
does
that
when
pressure
they
getting released?
No, it's not meant to. Your eardrums will pop.
No.
Sometimes it releases. Like when you're on a plane, it
Yeah.
builds up
Well,
and
when
then
you
it
have
pops.
water in there, yeah. Have you ever had a bit of water in there?
And then sometimes you yawn.
Your jaw click and it'll
Yeah.
pop.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that as if you can't do it.
Oh, all right.
Like you're like trying.
Yeah,
to do it
yeah,
with the
yeah.
swallow. I was like,
Like
Rubbing.
rub You can't do it.
I'm doing it
You are,
right
you are,
now.
you are.
The viewers for this are
Do you know what else? Oh, you bet you can't do this. Go on to your online banking. Transfer me $2,000.
yeah,
It's impossible.
I bet you could.
Dan, hit us with a question there, please.
Original patron Matthew Mernon wants to know: Is
Shout out
Shane
Matthew
still
Mernon.
suffering from the ACA models tweet that's keeping him out of the Miss NI gig?
I was thinking about tweet back the other day, just randomly, weirdly.
Someone did ask for it earlier.
So if anyone doesn't know, we probably would have done it. For anyone who doesn't know, but the
Dave's in later this week.
the modern equivalent would be Instagram story. Go on your Instagram story and do something.
Yeah.
So what it is, for anyone who doesn't know, me and Dave did Boytown, and you did a load of Boytown episodes too. You made the other person tweet something, but you pre-wrote it beforehand, and there was usually a bad photoshopped image.
Yeah.
If we had AI then, it would have been wild.
Yeah.
But me and Dave made each other tweet some wild shit.
The local personalities, local sports people.
The ACA, so he had, there was a long running theme. My butcher will be here in 5 minutes. There was a long running theme with
ACA models.
With ACA model, Alison Campbell Modelling Agency.
Yeah.
I would always be asking them, did they want to do a bespoke photo shoot with me? And Dave made me always use the word bespoke. And one time they tweeted me back and they were like, "Oh, no thanks." And I was like, "Fuck!" Because if I then message them and I'm like, "Oh, it's my mate making me tweet this," they'll be like,
"Sure it is."
Okay.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Did you ever remember having to do a bad one?
I can't remember what mine were, but they probably were pretty bad. Yeah.
It was like Dave had to do a lot of, like, the best one ever that I got him was so Rob Herring, who I think is Ulster captain, plays for Ulster in Ireland. I think Rob is Australian, but's lived over here for many years, plays for Ireland. And Dave has met him a couple of times through Dave's good mates with Darren Cave, who plays for Ulster. So South African. So Dave had met Rob Herring, but wouldn't know him too well.
Yeah.
And I made Dave tweet. I got a picture of a cafe that was about to be renovated, but just a clear image of like a cafe getting done up. And it was Dave tweeting, "Guys, delighted to say that I will be opening a breastfeeding cafe in Lisburn with @Rob Herring. Could everyone please retweet this? And if you do, your first coffee's on us." It blew up with the amount of people supporting Dave. And then
that's pretty epic.
Rob Herring said to Darren Cave at training the next day, "What's up with your friend? He says we're opening a breastfeeding cafe, and I'd really like him to like not go around telling people that. Like, why does he think I'm doing that with him?" But the worst thing is, you used to delete the tweet as soon as the podcast was over.
An hour later.
Which makes it look weirder.
Yeah.
You deleted that?
The best part was you and Dave every week messaging me about the same day, being like, "I need you to Photoshop an image," and it would always just be a horrendous image of each other. Your eyes would be getting made squinty. He would be getting made flipping with his tooth getting bit bigger. Like,
one of the best ones was find the image somewhere. It was a guy in like old gym singlet. You know this image?
Yeah,
and he has his hands on a doorway, and I put Dave's face on it, and you made it look brilliant. But
I shrunk the piece.
The guy has like a big piece hanging out, but you made it like ultra thin, but really prominent. And I put a thing of Dave saying, "I just got a new doorway. What do you think of it?" And it was just the prominent, small, thin cock. That was the barometer of what Boytown was.
I'd love to just dig out all the images I made over the years and just play them in one big
Some of it now would get you like,
oh yeah,
cancel if you want to use that word. Like honestly, like some of the stuff was horrendous.
Yep.
And like I remember making Dave call out the local heavyweight boxer Martin Rogan on a live podcast. Dave's like, "Rogie, you don't want it," and all this kind of stuff. And I remember the whole live podcast, Dave being so worried. And I remember thinking after, I should have set it up on Martin Rogan that I got Rogie to come down and be like, "What's this on the phone?" Because that would have been such a great clip.
Dave's reaction.
Yeah. Dan, what else we got there?
A couple of people asking about your Boojum. When's it arriving?
It'll be here in 2 minutes.
Okay.
It'll be here in 2 minutes.
What order did you get?
Sean is on his way. I got a burrito bowl of chicken, lime rice,
good
jalapenos, salsa verde, sweet corn, tomato.
That's nice.
And guac. That's nice. Are you boys getting a little wine?
Yeah, we'll go up.
Did you pre-order? No.
But we've got time now that Finn's
We'll
Delayed.
him the word.
Comedy Hub NI wants to know, are either of you doing Edinburgh Fringe this year?
I want to know who Comedy Hub NI is. I always see the username about anywhere, and I don't.
I
know
think
who
I do
they-
know. Someone told me recently.
Yeah.
It's a big comedy fan.
Okay.
Um,
Are any of us doing the Fringe? You're probably going to go over for.
I'm gonna probably do my usual and go over for a day
Yeah.
and just clean up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? You can come with me if you want. I'm gonna take like a 9 a.m. flight
I'm alright.
and I'm gonna 9 p.m. flight home.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do like a 6 p.m. show.
Yeah. With the way your travel goes when you go do gigs,
No one
I
will
think I'll
travel.
leave it.
Hit the fun, split and run, boys. Hit the fun, split and run.
Yeah.
Do one show.
Miss your flight.
I won't miss.
Yeah.
Oh, worst case scenario, I wouldn't mind. I have to stay. But a hotel room will be like 500 quid.
Yeah. It's very expensive. I'll be skipping. Thanks.
He's less than a minute away.
Oh.
We're on until 1. I'll be back in a wee minute. So Aaron, you take some questions.
All right.
He's
Cool.
not- we can tell you when he's there.
How do you know he's here? I might know. Okay.
You're so
Why
eager
do
for
you want to
this.
get off your own live stream?
I don't want to disrespect Sean.
He won't feel
He's
disrespected.
nearby.
He'll be all right though.
He's on a wee
he's a
scooter.
professional. He's okay.
He
on a wee
knows.
scooter.
He's dealt with this before.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Here's another question there, please.
Someone was asking about the knee brace, Butler.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
So the issue was I ran a run a few weeks ago.
Yeah. You didn't walk it?
No.
Oh, hang on. We have Sean.
Oh
Sean,
shit! You do that, and I'll explain to the viewers about this knee brace. So I was running a few weeks ago, and I felt my knee started to give way around here, and thought I was having knee issues. So went to the physio. He actually said it's a thing called your IT band, which runs all the way down from here, and that's what was making my knee cave. So I made sure it was alright because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to run the marathon because it was sore. So I took a few days off. Started wearing this for support, and now I'm very reliant on it. I think I could probably run without it, but now that I've ran with it, I'm kind of scared that if I run without, my knee will just fall apart into bits. Oh, look at the wee excited guy, huh? He's all biz with his wee boozing bag.
What are the chances that the order is correct?
I've been mugged.
What?
He had the big motorbike helmet on,
Uh-huh.
and I thought he said as he was handing me it, I'm a really big fan. What he said was, "What's the code?" He said, "What's the code?" through a motorbike helmet, and I went, "Oh, thanks, mate." He said, "No, what's the code?" I was like, "Oh, 95." He doesn't give a fuck. That's him in the scooter away.
Oh,
Has the so? But would you have like aspirations to do the Fringe, like a run at the Edinburgh Fringe at some point?
maybe, but it's a lot.
It is.
It's intense. You seen fucking Willie and Kieran last year. They were fucked by the time they both came back. You know. If I was doing anything, I'd do a week or something. I don't know, but I don't think anytime soon.
I'd like to see that from the book, man.
We'll see. Maybe with next year's show. We'll see.
Someone just said Butler has proper Steve Agrizovich knees.
I don't know what that means.
Former Coventry City goalkeeper.
Love the knee
He actually
brace.
looks like you. Bring him up, Dan.
Steve again.
Steve Ogrizovic, yeah, he looks a bit like you.
See, right. I feel like he's not going to look like me the way you
No.
say that.
He looks exactly like
See
you.
if you bring up.
No, just bring him Steve Ogrizovic, the guy who looks like you.
Where's my glasses?
Dan's really gone for it, trying to spell Ogrizovic. Yeah, I don't think anyone could.
Is he number 2?
No. Steve Ogrizovic.
These all look like a lineup. Does this guy exist?
Right, Coventry goalkeeper, Steve.
What year did he play?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, Dan, go about 6 over. Second row. He's got like a black top on. In that top row. Yes.
Nah.
Yeah.
How does
Steve
that
Ogrizovic.
look like me?
That's you, brother. Okay, like, you don't have that jumper, but...
Oh no, now I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, that no, fuck me. You didn't want to give him any of Mickey's protein.
Steve,
You'd fucking
take a week to get into his system.
The guy'd be jacked. Yeah.
Steve Ogrizovic was a solid goalkeeper, man.
Yeah, and where's he now?
Oh, he retired from playing when we were kids. Like, I think he's a goalkeeping coach. He might actually be still our commentator.
Okay.
Shout out Steve Ogrizovic.
Yeah, get him on the pod.
Has the Buttman got any gigs coming up or anything you'd like to plug and promote?
I don't think so. I mean, they're probably... we've got Billy Duffy's on the 17th of May in West Belfast. You can come to that. Shane will be there. Woodsy? Yeah, me, you, Woodsy, doing a gig there. Apart from that, that's it. Keep an eye out on the socials and stuff, and maybe next year, another show. Hopefully.
Why not?
Well, I'm trying to write it.
You're still not taking sponsorship for the marathon?
Oh, I'm absolutely. I'll take sponsorship for sitting in the house. I'll take sponsorship for anything.
Are you being sponsored to run?
Are you doing fundraising?
Doing it for,
oh, have I got a donate? No, just whatever. The Tea With Me donation page.
Great.
That's what you want.
Yes, that's what I want you to say.
However
In the description of this, there's a.
That's all. That also counts as my.
What charity
donation.
are you all running for?
Hospice.
NI Hospice.
I'm running for the hospice.
For NI Hospice, the link's there. Tea With Me, Waterfront Hall, special guests, 29th of November. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. But the Patreon pre-sale link, you can become an official sipper 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Tomorrow with discount. And on the live stream tomorrow.
Is there a discount for
Patreon? Yeah.
You
make your money back.
There you go.
Live stream guests tomorrow
are Dave Elliott.
Yeah. And
we will be joined in the second hour by John Zoo.
Oh.
Which will be a lot of fun.
Oh, boy.
We talked about doing blue lights, us being in blue lights, and one person in that trio betrayed us because we had a pact.
Yep.
We all go or none of us go. So me and John Zoo will be beating up Dave.
Nice. I'll watch.
That'll be great. If you remember that episode we did with John Zoo, it was 10 out of 10, so really looking forward to that. And of course it'll be public every day this week, 11 to 1, to promote the Waterfront show. And thank you very much to my guest today, Aaron Butler, who has thrown himself into the marathon training. Great, it's going to be a great sense of achievement.
Yes.
You're dedicated to it.
Yep.
You're going to have a great time.
Thank you, yes.
You're going to enjoy Tenerife.
Yep. I'm going to cry at the end of it.
And that'll be your last holiday as a single man before you get married.
Before we do the Butler.
He needs a wife. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Butler. Thank you to Aaron Butler. Thanks to Dana Fosty. Thanks to all the sippers for watching and listening. Have a good day, folks.